marital quarreling all through the night, yeah. Drew and Laura, a meeple grande, no small meeples in the meeple grande crew, yeah, yeah. It's meeple grande, it's meeple grande. Meeple Grande in the longboat through the English Channel to the castle moat, yeah. A Meeple Grande, better watch out when they come a-wading along the shoreline. Gonna have no place but to throw and shout. Drew and Laura, marital quarrel, playing the border games. Meeple Grande. Drew and Laura playing the border, marital quarreling. Meeple Grande. 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 Laura playing the border, marital quarreling. Meeple Grande.
Hello.
Wrong one.
That's interesting. Because
This one.
you did the wrong thing.
No, I wanted to see what that looked like.
I was looking at it and I was like, wait, that's the wrong camera.
No, yeah, I wanted to see what it looked like. But this one's better.
Well, yeah, if we're going to have people in Discord too, we have to use this one.
Well, I was going to kind of play with that one to have the people in Discord in the middle.
Oh, they have their own little box?
Yeah, so in between our computers, they'll have their own little box, but it's too late. I was going to see if that would have worked.
It probably will.
I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. But,
yeah, we can do that now.
But yeah, it might work.
Hi, Phantom.
Alright, guys. Everybody.
Who else was it?
Kozima's in here.
Oh, hey, Kozima. How are you?
What is that emote you put out there with the
little Mad Hatter thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like it.
Where did that come from? Prime Gaming to use Mind Manners in chat. I should have that then, because I have Prime Gaming.
Yeah.
Do I have that? Let me see.
It's probably at the bottom somewhere.
Twitch Hype Train.
It's one of the ones she always uses. I like that one. It's pretty. I don't have it.
Oh, I do have it.
Do you have that?
Cool. One? Yeah, I do. I've also got the bag of memes. Don't know from where.
A bag of memes?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I've got a whole bunch of Pokemon. I don't know what that's about. That's cool. I didn't realize that they were all down there. I like ours though. So I like ours.
Yeah. What do I need to do to get that one?
You have to sign up. What? The Mad Hatter?
No, that one.
Oh,
yeah.
the Meeple Love one?
Yeah.
I believe that's a
Is that a bit one?
That's a bit one. Yep. I mean,
it
you spend all your bits in one certain channel, so.
In one?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, there's lots.
Anyway.
How are you guys today? Are you gonna be good today?
Huh?
You said you're gonna be good today?
What do you mean, be good?
You were grumpy yesterday on stream.
I wasn't grumpy at all yesterday.
Good old bag of beans. Oh, I thought he said memes. Don't throw them on the ground.
Look, if you guys are gonna start throwing beans, you guys know what to do.
Yeah. Hi, Time Roller.
Here, I'll throw one. There you go. Throw a bean at you. 3 damage.
Only 3.
Boom. Probably hit you in the shoulder.
Ooh. What did you get, Time Ruler? Or is it a surprise?
Probably a surprise.
No, no surprise. Hi, Karen. How are you? Discord is open if you guys want to come in and play things.
Yep. It is wide open. You don't have to show your video if you don't want to. Heck, you don't even have to use audio. You could just jump in just to listen if you want. It's totally up to you.
Ooh. Camera got a lot of cool stuff.
Kabuto, Sumo, and Expansion. I've seen that played.
What are you doing?
30.
Stop it.
No.
Allegory? Ship shape? You forced me to throw a bean. I'm a puppet.
Dr. Science says, here's 100. I gotta work my way up for that emote. Well, I'm glad you support our channel, Dr. Science. That means a lot.
It's really cool that you guys love us so much that you throw bitsies at us just for little pictures.
Yeah.
It means that we're doing something right. Even though we do have our apparently our bad days here on the channel.
Hi Karen, how are you? I see that your mic is muted, but that's okay. Oh, it's Karen for real. I see her.
How's Texas? how's Texas treating you with the heat and the heat? I don't know what else is over there except the heat.
Yeah, we can't hear you on Discord. I think you might be unmuted now.
What is up with...
it's Phantom.
I just cracked open Jaw the Line. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all's mics are muted on Discord.
Oh, our mics are muted on
Yeah,
Discord?
you're all
really?
muted.
Oh, I've only been talking for 10
Now I
minutes.
hear you.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
no, I had it unmuted earlier. I had it unmuted when we started.
Are you
Huh.
So weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because normally I can hear you, and I couldn't hear you the entire time, so I thought you turned it off where I can't hear you.
Oh, well, yeah, I had it.
Well, thank you again for the bits, Dr. Sign. I said it 5 minutes ago, but I'll say it again. Unless you
Yeah.
can lip read.
Like I was saying, that it's really cool that you guys support us, even though we have our bad days here.
Like, not having sound for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, like not having sound for the first 10 minutes, like you said. But yeah, it just means that you guys like us that much to throw bitsies at us for like little pictures. So that's great.
So you're talking about Jaws of the Lion, not Dr. Sign, Diner Discussions.
Yeah, Jaws of the Lion. We also have that game. We played it. We played the first scenario and then we just stopped. I don't know why.
Because we buy games.
We
all
buy
the time.
games and then we don't go back to the old ones that we were playing.
Dr. Sign said I heard you on Twitch at least. Okay, well, at least that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was just in Discord.
Yeah, we were just muted on Discord, so. But. Oh, man, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. We still need to get in contact with you.
And you guys know that we love every single one of you. You know, I don't know how else we can really show that except for just the way we are. I mean,
we're gonna do something.
I can't physically hug you. I can hug the computer if you want.
Here, let's do it for an actual 1 year streaming thing.
Yeah, let's do a computer hug real quick. Everyone, if you can, just hug your computer. Just just like that. Oh, see, my beard.
No,
That's so ridiculous.
What? I mean, I've never seen anybody else do that, so that's cool.
Did you
Hey,
just
it
touch
works.
my butt?
Time Roller's arms are wide enough where he can hug us all at once.
Yeah, Time Roller's got those big hugging arms for sure.
He's like a big teddy bear.
Cyber hug. Yeah, that's the grande hug. There we go. Trademarked.
Grande hug. We're just happy to see you. You're 4 days old.
Drew, can you show us on the stream where those streamers hugged you?
We stopped and I don't know why.
Tell me you're a board gamer without telling me you're a board gamer. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happens. We absolutely love that game. We love dungeon crawlers. We love adventure games, stuff like that. I'm trying to think
of when we bought it because I don't even think we streamed it.
No, we never streamed it. We played it off stream.
Was it before we started streaming?
No, it was during. It was while we were streaming. Okay. Yeah, but we just never streamed it. What is that?
That's a lot. That's a lot of baggies.
Oh, it's a bag of baggies.
Whoa!
Time Roller. We don't promote that on this channel.
Be careful, man. Don't get stopped out in the street with that thing.
Wait.
He's prepared for any gaming moment.
A baggie full of meeples. He gets stopped by the police.
So yeah, Diner, get in contact with us. We'd love to be on your podcast.
Yeah, we've been talking.
Yeah, we talked about that the first time you came on. We would totally love to be on your podcast, and we'll talk about gaming and games and mechanics and what we don't like about games.
You have to be able to use words.
I don't use words. I'll draw a picture.
I mean, I think we use words pretty efficiently here.
Sometimes.
Man.
Oh dang, that's quite the haul there, Time Roller.
Ooh.
UPS came today.
Oh my gosh.
This is kind of Aftermath of Birthday Haul.
We went to Barnes and Nobles the other day and came back with quite a few games, which happened to be all spooky horror games. Wasn't on purpose.
Well, no. See, I thought it was on purpose because we got home and
Guys,
you didn't even say it until the next day. You were like, "Oh, we got all horror games," and I was like, "Yeah, I
check this
know."
game out. If you haven't heard of Deadwood, is that backwards to you guys? I don't know.
No, I think it's okay.
But
Right.
this game,
It is on stream, but not on Discord.
Yeah. Hey, Baz.
okay.
Oh, what?
If you're showing your own screen, it'll be backwards. If you're showing our stream, it'll be forward.
All right. Well, this game looks really awesome. Like, it looks like a book. I mean, you can pretty much put this on your bookcase, fool everybody. But you
I want that
open it
whole
up-
series.
I do too.
Open it up, and you got a whole game in here with cards and coasters and everything. It's really cool.
That's so neat.
There's a whole series of these, which we were probably gonna get. This is real wood here. It looks like pages from a book. It's so great. We also picked up Lucidity, which I've heard of. I've never played. I've never watched it played.
But I love the art in it.
Yeah, the art is so great. It's so good.
Yeah, it looks really neat. The pictures that I saw.
Yeah, and we also picked up the Night Cage.
Yeah, I'm really
Which is
excited
that-
about one.
Next week, my schedule is open. I'll message you after your stream. Yes. Cool. We can talk about Halloween games and Halloween and games.
And let me know when you do it so I can make sure that I'm listening.
Yeah, we'll put up a post
Yeah.
on
We'll figure out
all the
something.
social medias, which is only
Yeah.
what 2 things that we do:
Facebook.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Three.
and the Instas,
And I mean Discord too, if you want to count
and
that.
Discord. Yeah, I guess you can count that. What's your favorite beautiful game box, despite whether the game is any good? I mean, to me, that seems pretty easy. If you guys haven't seen, like, the covers for Near and Far or Above and Below, absolutely beautiful art on that box. Which, the game happens to be great also. It's very
We
hard
have
to
too many
pick a
games for me to
favorite.
sit there and look at.
It's very hard to pick a favorite game with art on the box. Yeah,
I don't know.
everyone's got their own different thing, and it's hard to choose an art style that's your absolute favorite. I
I
mean,
tend to go for
You like
spooky
different art
stuff.
styles for different reasons.
Yeah.
yeah, like the box for Abyss has 4 different
Yeah.
covers on
Abyss
it.
is
All
probably
of
one
them
of my
look
favorites.
That's pretty
fantastic.
neat.
I have 920 games, including expansions, in my collection.
Oh my
I
god.
Wow.
don't know
I
if
told Drew I don't think he hasn't updated it
Time to
lately.
call.
See, I'm planning on
But then I
calling.
wouldn't have 920 games in my collection.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow, that makes me feel pretty good at like 690.
Oh.
Well, what are we at? We
I think
haven't
I'm around-
updated our stuff since we left Virginia.
I know,
around
I was saying
300.
that.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
the
And that's so
size
much
end
cold
boxes.
I've regretted later.
I
So
think we're
I don't
teetering
know.
on 400.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 years ago, I traded a game, 2 games, and I regretted it the next
It's a
day.
panic. Oh, the next day already. Wow.
Luckily, the person I traded to is part of my game group, so I could play it anytime I wanted. It's not like
that's
it's
good.
out of my collection technically, but
Yeah.
I was like, the next day I was like, I'm never gonna be able to get that game again if I ever
Why did I
wanted
do
it.
that? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Stein says I probably have 100. And then earlier Cosmo said that Dice Forge, the inner box, is her favorite.
Inner box of Dice Forge,
Oh.
huh?
We don't have a physical copy, so I don't know what it looks like. So you'll have to send me a photo of it.
Yeah, we should look that
I
up.
also like the cover to Everdell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty too.
Yeah, like I said, all of these games. Well,
Yes.
most of
There's
them.
so many good ones.
Now,
Well, I mean, that's something that game designers have to think about is they
Yeah.
have to have appeal. If somebody looks at a box and it looks like crap, people
Yeah.
probably aren't going to buy it.
now,
Mhm.
on the opposite end, on the other end, what game art on on the box is the least attractive, but the game is like just amazing?
Found it. I hid
Excellent
that from
question.
you.
That is a question.
Off the
That
top
is
of my
such a
head,
good question.
the worst art in a game I have is the original Catacombs because it uses photoshopped like basic Windows background stuff as the artwork
I
for the
haven't
whole
seen
game, and all of the monsters and characters are pencil drawing. And I like it. I think it's very unique, but it's been remade since then because of the art was so bad. And it looks like somebody cut and paste the artwork for like the boards and stuff. If you ever see the original artwork for Catacombs, it looks like somebody just took a background image from Windows and cut and pasted it onto the board.
Diner's
not
seen
even
this
good.
apparently.
Yeah, it is horrible.
I think I
And
can picture it.
a lot of people
Mhm.
complained that it completely distracted from the gameplay and all that stuff. I never had a problem with it doing that, but and the gameplay is quite interesting because it's a flicking game where you're like got little warriors and archers and stuff and magic users, and you're flicking discs for spells and weapons and stuff. It's a really fun game, one versus many.
I really
but
want to
yeah,
try it.
It has
someday.
gotten a lot of bad press.
Hi, Cosima.
Cosima's jumping in.
Hey,
Cool.
we have a lot of people to play
I
today.
can't
Hello.
play, but I can hear you all better via Discord, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
we've gotten
You don't have that delay.
we've gotten that
She
before.
has most kids' games.
The only game that I can think of that has a really crappy box art, but the game is amazing, when you play it right, is Seventh Continent.
Play it right. What's that all about?
We don't play games, right? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know what you're
Everyone
talking
knows.
about.
Still waiting to see that happen.
Yeah, when is that gonna happen?
Seventh Continent, pretty much, it's just one little image on the front. It doesn't look like much, honestly, but the game itself is fantastic. Like, if you can get to play
Is
it
it
right,
though? Because I don't know if we
it
played it.
is. It really is. It is. But I do agree that most party games have just ugly box art because,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good point.
I think the prettiest game that I've seen that's a party game
lot
is
of them do.
Chameleon.
Yeah, that one's
Oh, that's
cool.
pretty.
So-
That's a neat cover.
So speaking
Yeah.
of
The game
party
was
games, I know that we typically do.
It is
I
good.
have it, but I haven't played it. It's on my shelf of opportunity.
Which one?
Chameleon.
Oh, Chameleon.
Chameleon's
Yeah.
good.
I can't think of any games I really like. Don't like the cover. Like they're just fine to me.
Yeah.
It's not like they're offensive or anything.
Yeah.
I had a game. I don't remember what it's called. It's been reprinted and it has a much better sense in. But it had, you know how when they take a picture of an actor or a person or a model, and then they kind of touch it up with like MS Paint to make it look like
Yeah.
Victorian age or whatever.
Oh,
It
yeah.
had these faces on the cover, and they all look like perverts that were like lecherous old men. on
Was
the
it like
cover.
a?
It made you physically unwell because it,
Was it like
it had
a-
the eyeballs that like follow you when you moved. It looked like they were
Oh
staring at you.
yeah. Was it a Flying Frog production?
No, actually it wasn't. Theirs are actually done with some taste. This one wasn't.
Oh, no.
I
So
don't
much
remember the
sequence,
name.
but that box is ugly.
Which one?
Apparently,
Which one's
Snakes
ugly?
has a great cover. It looks similar to Chameleon. I've never heard of Snakes.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Oh
one.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Snakes has intrigued me.
You gotta say it right. Snakes.
That's so there's some
Snakes.
at the end.
Yeah.
Get it right.
You have to, whenever you play a game that's named Snakes, you have to throw some Sam Jackson in the game.
It's true.
You know the movie with him on the plane? It's always going to come up. Always.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to do an IP board game, I would do Snakes on a Plane.
Do it.
Oh, cool. That would be so cool. I love that idea.
Do it.
Okay, Panic, you have to do it.
All right, I'll
Do
get working
it.
on it.
Yeah,
Do
get working on
it.
that one. Oh, that sounds really
man.
cool.
How are you?
I wouldn't even have thought of that theme. That is so good.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You could just
I couldn't
invent
watch
it.
the movie
Yeah.
though. I couldn't watch it.
Speaking of watching movies, Panic is doing a horror watch party tonight.
Yeah,
on his channel.
you want to talk about that, Panic, real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, me and Pansy are gonna do the movie Slither. As we're gonna try to start doing some. We're calling it Freaky Friday or Freaky Film Friday. Just do a watch along. If anybody wants to come along, just watch a movie. We might do some commentary a little bit, like just if there's jump scares and stuff, we might say something goofy. But
Hopefully
other
not
than
the
that,
F word.
it will be mature. So
Okay.
all bets are off.
Okay.
Will the cup make an appearance every once in a while? Just like a jump
don't
scare
know.
with the cup?
What time?
That would be fun.
We're gonna do it 9:00 Eastern tonight. Yeah, I could incorporate the cup.
That would be cool.
Awesome.
It could be a popcorn cup.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Wim over there is in Germany, enjoying the nature. I am super jealous.
Nice.
It was beautiful here today.
If there's anything I love more than gaming, it's nature. I absolutely love everything nature. Which really you couldn't tell just by looking at me that I'm into nature and all that.
Well, it's funny. I used to be really into nature when we first met, and I always wanted to go out hiking and stuff, but we were both extremely overweight, so we never left the house. So for you to say you like nature still surprises me to this day, even though you've lost so much. I'm like, when did we ever go outside?
Well, you take the dog out.
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah.
He hurt himself today.
Oh wait, what? What'd he do?
So he's been wearing his little doggy harness, and I took him out to walk today, and there was a child across the street, and he was like, oh, I want to play with it, so let me bark. And I don't know how he did it, but he took his foot and his paw, and he stuck it through the front part of his harness, and he was like, oh, I need to get to this child. And then he tried to run around like that. I'm like, you have 3 legs at this point. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's not working.
But he's fine. He's been jumping around. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it. And now he's tearing open his rabbit. So there's bun fluff everywhere.
We cannot find a toy that he cannot destroy.
I really want to get him a Chewy box because they say if he can destroy the toy, they replace it. But it's like $35 a month. That's a board game.
Yeah, but think of how many boxes they're gonna have to send.
Think of how many they might not have to send if they actually work.
Yeah, that's true. We'll just buy one box and see.
We get our dog the bark box, and usually just like special occasions, his birthday or Christmas and stuff. And then the rest, and he knows if you say bark or box, he knows exactly what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
He loves
I kind of want to get the one for this month because it's going to be October and it'll be spooky stuff. So I think that would be cool. And then maybe like for Christmas, get him his first Christmas box.
One would be neat too.
Yeah,
we've got to the point where we just put toys in a box and call it a bark box, and he doesn't know any different.
Oh,
right. That's a good idea. I love it. My brother has a big dog that's half pit bull, and his dog he said he can only use the toys made by Kong because they're the only ones that she doesn't destroy.
Treat toy that it's a big cylinder that you put the treats inside.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been able to rip that open, but everything else, even like the same material or that really rough fabric for like stuffed animals for dogs, that's what this rabbit was made out of, and it's all over the house right now.
Oh, there's another one that he has that's really strong that lasted her for a couple of years. I'll send you a link to it. Oh my goodness, look at it.
He's like, no, that's my rabbit. Give it back.
I seen they had like an alternative to bark box. It's like tough box or something for those type of dogs specifically.
Really? I have not heard of that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like stronger even than the bark box stuff.
I really like spoiling him with stuff, but I hate when he gets something and he really loves it, and then he gets super focused and he destroys it, and then he's sad.
Yeah.
Right, and it's within just a few minutes. It doesn't take him very long.
Yeah.
You want to get to the game screen and start playing game?
He doesn't realize he's a baby.
I'm already there.
You're already there?
Already there.
Did anybody notice that they added Isle of Cats and Imhotep?
I saw that today. Yeah.
Oh, Imhotep?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew Isle of Cats. I did not know Imhotep. Oh my goodness.
Imhotep's a good one.
I've
I
never
like
played
Imhotep.
that before. I wasn't asked who knew how to play it, so I could learn.
It's nice all you alphas
I know
get
Imhotep.
to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they play with us.
So, Diner discussion was talking about the old Great Western Trail box art. A lot of people hated it. I do want to play that game.
I have
Diner
the original
discussion's
Great
gotten an
Western
order.
Trail, and it has great artwork. I don't know what they're talking about.
That
Does
was
it?
fine. It's okay.
Wim says we've seen all kinds of wildlife. There are a lot of birds hunting for prey. Wow.
See, that's why I don't go outside. Somebody's gonna pick me up and carry me to their nest and feed me.
I
to their
don't know
babies.
about
What
I don't know
part of
what's out
Germany are
there.
you in?
I was looking at buying Isle of Cats today.
that. You should totally get Isle of Cats. It's a fun
It's
game.
a really
It's a
good
good
game.
game.
They have like the family
If you
mode
like
and then
games
the regular
that
mode
have,
and
like,
solo.
Tile placement on
A boat.
a boat, then that's for you.
You know, all that genre of tile placement on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait till they come out with Isle of Dogs.
Polyomino. Yes! I love it.
Well,
Isle
we
of
can't put our
marsupials.
dog. We can't put our
that
dog
was
in
a
the
weird
box.
movie.
That was a weird movie.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Leafta
Wes
liked
Anderson
trying
movie.
out Isle of Cats. Does it work well? I mean... Oh, Legend's girlfriend is at the airport, and
Oh, no.
I know. I just
He
saw
is
that
at
he
home.
had done his
that is sad.
video
Aw.
earlier.
I checked out the VOD a couple days ago. Yeah.
Alright,
I
so
saw
who-
it live.
I seen you saw it live, yes. You were there. You and Duchess.
Wim says no condors or bald eagles. Only small ones looking for mice.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't dress as a mouse.
Leafta
Okay,
had
gotcha.
one buggy game, but could end it as well. It's nice. Okay. I can't wait till it comes out for us normies to play.
Yeah, I saw that you had
Peasants.
another stream today as well, Legends. I wasn't able to tune in.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
so besides everyone that's in the Discord right now, who wants to play?
Because I'm going to start Nidvalier.
Nidvalier, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
so...
Cosma's also in.
Oh, okay.
She said she couldn't
She's
play.
not gonna. She's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's said that she's just listening. So,
Okay.
so that's cool. So we've got 6 between us right now.
We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can't play Nidvalier then.
Right.
I can sit out on one if it's no big deal.
You
I'll
sure?
just hang out.
Oh my god, there's rabbit everywhere.
There's a rabbit
One
everywhere.
second.
Tragedy.
I've got to take a picture
As
of
the
this.
devil's advocate for the toy industry, have you thought about teaching your dog not to chew up toys?
No. It
How
makes
do you
him
do
happy
that?
and not bite me.
Say it hasn't worked for mine.
She can't even get him to stop chewing on me.
Alright, where's our game group so everybody can see what the heck is happening? This is currently
just-
my view.
I'm just happy my dog just chews toys, and not
Are you
other
sharing
things.
it on the
Yeah.
Discord?
I can.
Or Facebook.
I was just asking.
Is this
My
ours?
dog just stopped chewing on us. I taught her leave it, the command leave it. And then once she had that down pat for other things, then she started.
Has your kids
Is it
learned that
true?
command yet?
There we go.
Mm-mm.
That's
Nice.
the hard. Yeah, it's hard to teach them that.
Yeah, they don't
Leave it.
listen either.
Okay, so what do you
my
want
best
to play?
friend had a boxer
Oh my
that chewed on
goodness.
everything just like your dog, and she made the mistake of buying a bag of toys.
There
She
it
wasn't
is.
exactly sure what was in there, just a bag of toys, and she threw the toys in the toy box and didn't think about it. Well, one of the toys that was in there was like a hard rubber replica of a flip flop.
Ooh.
Well, after the dog tore up that one, tore up every shoe in the house.
Did it before that?
It
There's
never
a
touched her
squeaker.
shoes before that, but once it figured out that that shape was a toy,
Oh.
she never could get it to stop chewing up her shoes.
Oh no,
Wow,
that's a
I
bummer.
would not have thought of that. Oh my goodness. I've seen those toys that are shaped like flip flops. Oh goodness, my dog escaped.
I pulled the picture up.
Thank you, Mom. Sorry.
The picture of the dog's toy?
Of the dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on my
it's
screen.
in his Discord.
Oh, I see it.
Or in his.
This is some
window.
inception here. Dog within dog within dog.
Here's part of it. This is the squeak. That's what he really wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, you gotta kill that squeaker. That thing's evil.
He never squeaked the bunny on stream. It was just the ball. But that is that's put up during stream time. He gets it during the day when Drew's not home. Alright, I'm gonna start Welcome To.
Oh, Welcome To?
Yeah.
Fine game.
Oh, there we go.
I can play a
Welcome to Las Vegas.
humans. Oh.
I never really got into Welcome to Vegas or whatever it's called.
Me neither.
I didn't think that the whole limousine movement thing really caught my attention to actually play it.
Same here.
1, 2.
It just seemed like something that was tacked on that really didn't
But it's a
need to be.
completely different game.
Yeah, I mean, you're building a city with casinos and stuff like that.
We've decided, but since the rules for Alpha changed, you can play it as long as someone you know can review it. Yeah, we typically play Alpha games now. We didn't hear otherwise if we couldn't, so we have.
That Penguin game is still on here. We can play that
Yeah, we can play the Penguin game.
with the drawing and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we can do that afterwards.
Las Vegas is fun, but it's more difficult than vanilla Welcome To.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Alright, I think we have everybody at the table.
If anybody wants to play, let us know in chat.
We'll just play that penguin.
I know it's too late now because we've already started Welcome To, but you know, we've still got plenty of games to go.
Yeah.
Alright, what are our goals? Okay.
Okay, so everyone knows the rules. If you don't, then we have plenty of other videos. Diner discussion has followed? Hey!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the follow. Now you must pick a card. Alright, so let's go over the city plans here. So the first one is 6 one-house estates. Anywhere on the board. Next one is 4 four-house estates and 5 five-house. I mean, 1 4-house estate and 1 5-house estate. There's no way you can get 4 4-house estates.
I mean, yeah. You
And
could.
5.
And a 5? Yeah, you probably could. It should be worth a lot of points, though.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
Cosma says she loves this game.
Alright, so number 3, city plan number 3 is a single house estate, a 2-house estate, and a 6-house estate. And that's worth 12 points, so that's a good one. I have to pick a card.
Yeah.
Let's go with 5.
1 1 1. Okay.
You know what? I'll go ahead and put that right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a. So Wim, if you're still in here, I hope you are taking some really awesome pictures because I'd love to see you post them on your Facebook. If you do, after your vacation, you should probably wait, you know, just to enjoy yourself. But if you happen to post any,
Are we allowed to announce our guests that are coming in November?
in November,
Yes.
yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay. I was just curious if we were gonna make it a surprise or not.
No, we can talk about it so that everyone knows.
So
It's fine.
A&M school,
A&M Game School.
yeah.
Adam
they
and
are
Michelle.
traveling, and they're actually going to be in South Carolina in November. They'll be here for a few weeks, so we'll probably do a few streams with them and just hang out with them in general a few days. Because I'm sure
Nice.
they're going to do a bunch of fun stuff in Greenville with their kids, like the zoo and the children's museum and things like that.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's going to be fun.
in Discord, I'm showing this box cover that has the scary people on it.
Oh, good. I want to
Oh,
see
I need to
that.
go see the scary
All right,
people
hold on.
thing.
Let's blow that up. Oh wait, you're not showing it on your camera?
He said on Discord.
Oh, that's
You mean
weird.
I'm sharing my screen.
gotta hit watch?
I don't know what to say to that box.
Let me see if I can
Oh,
Let me
do
see
that
it.
real quick.
Why isn't mine
That's-
opening it? There it is.
interesting.
All right, so let's see if I can do this here.
That is
Yeah, that one dude in the bottom corner. No, that
the knife?
Wow, that looks like it came right from like PlayStation 2 graphics.
Oh
era.
god, with like the blurry face
Like
and stuff.
no, the
She's got a
Nintendo
piece.
64 like pasted image of their
Ooh.
faces, like in GoldenEye.
Oh man,
That
bad.
is horribly done.
wow.
That's interesting.
I don't think I would buy that game.
Yeah.
The game
Yeah,
is actually good. Like I said, it's been reprinted and it's got more just artwork instead of that, whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
I would pass on the box alone on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay, that's bad.
How do I exit this watching thing?
The red button.
This thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Don't show me this again. That went okay.
Now it's gonna
Stop.
ask you why you weren't pleased with it. Just do the happy face.
Just do the happy face. Okay.
What
Then
did
it goes
you
away.
do?
Discord wanted my opinion. I was like, no.
Oh, that's too funny.
Get it.
I'm not gonna take your bunny. Stop it.
Oh.
My buddy mama.
He's laying in the floor looking up at me like, did you see? Did you see what I did?
Did you see? I broke it.
Aw.
He has it in his big paws, which is adorable. I love how big he is, but he still thinks he's a baby.
Yeah.
Like, look at my toy, Mom. I'm so proud. I ripped it open. Can Mommy see?
He sure.
Thank you. I just want to show everybody what you did. Say, look what I did.
He's like, I haven't finished.
I'm not done yet. Give that back.
It's working.
He still works on it.
Get all of its fluff out, and then we can sweep it up, and then you can have the rest of the remains of the rabbit. Sounds demented.
You can have the
You
rest
can
of the
have
remains
its
of the
carcass
rabbit.
after you gut it. So get all of its guts out so I can clean it up.
Horribleness.
I've been called worse. Here's part of it.
I didn't call you horrible. I just said horribleness.
Horrible miss.
Yeah.
Horribleness.
Horrible mist.
Misty.
Speaking of mist, we should watch The Mist.
The Mist was a great movie. It was the actual movie, not the remake.
I don't remember the remake.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
I
a
choose
TV
to forget
series
it.
or something.
The one with
It was like a series, right?
But
was
the
it?
actual
Oh, okay.
Mist was a movie.
Yes, it was a movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
The most depressing ending.
Yes.
It
Ever.
was. I mean, you almost saw it happening, but you were like, no, they're not going to do that because the story itself didn't have an ending.
Not really, yeah.
The book wasn't bad, but the movie was like disappointing.
Really? You think so? Because it creeped the hell out of me.
I haven't read it.
I don't know.
I thought it was creepy.
I like reading things and making what it's supposed to look like in real life and scaring the crap out of myself. But I like watching horror movies too because I'm afraid of everything.
I truly liked that movie.
I like B horror movies for the most part, and foreign films, which you hate watching with me, or the independent foreign films you hate because you're like, why are we watching this? This is so screwed up.
What was that movie the other day where the lady was like catching the rats and then putting them in the blender?
Oh, that's on Amazon. Panic. It's called The Cleaning Lady.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's like in the first scene
5 minutes
of the movie,
Nice.
and I'm like, what is it? I finished it today because we didn't finish it because we had a stream.
Yeah, I was like,
but it turned out good.
I got up. I was like, all right, I'm done.
I'm out.
That wasn't even like an independent film though, but it was good. I liked it. I like weird stuff.
Yeah, some of the better horror movies are made by the smaller companies. Like Amazon, Netflix make some really great horror stuff. They make some really great movies and TV shows on their own.
Yeah.
Because they don't have those limitations.
I saw that
with the ratings.
I saw that Hulu has watch party options now too.
Cool.
But
they kind of have an unlimited range on what they can show. So some of that stuff is super brutal. There was one movie we watched. What's it called? It had that it had the Green Goblin actor from Spider-Man in it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which one?
That one was just
Topher Grace?
unedited, raw, and really brutal.
Was it Antichrist or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 We watched that. And I was just like, oh my god.
Well, it's funny, like, I'm scared during the movie, and then I don't want to get up from the couch because I'm afraid something's going to get me. But then I can go to sleep just fine. Once I
it
finally
doesn't
make
matter.
it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what this one was called that I watched a few months ago. It was a woman. I think it took place in the 1800s. A woman in America marries someone from the gentry in England and goes to his house, and it's haunted, and there's some creepy things that happen, and it was good.
I like haunty stuff. Are you enjoying that rabbit?
Ruel, hey.
Oh, hi.
Lurking while working. Cool.
Oh, cool.
That's all good. We're just here having
Talking about horror
a
movies.
game night, talking about just whatever comes across our minds.
What
really.
was that one horror movie that we watched that had Will Wheaton in it? He was the thing in the TV with the best friend video. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's the one where he's like your best friend. It's like one of those videotape services.
That creeped me out, but
Seen
like,
it,
I
but I saw
laughed
the
the
previews.
entire time because it was him.
I
What's
watched
it
that
called
too.
again?
I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember either,
Yeah,
but there was a
I've
game
seen-
on Steam that was inspired like by it.
Yeah.
But it's like a computer that talks to you like you're your friend, like they're your friend and stuff, and it turns into a horror game.
Oh wow.
Isn't it called like My Buddy?
No, I don't know.
My buddy and me.
No.
Oh man. Remember those
Misty doesn't
things.
do dolls. That's my
Yeah,
no-no.
Thanks, Child's Play.
Exactly.
No.
We go with childhood.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah. Me and
Actually,
Child's Play goes back.
we went and watched that. That was one of the ones we watched in October last year, and it wasn't that scary anymore. I mean, it's I don't know if I've just got desensitized to horror.
Well, it's weird because I can
What?
watch people get chopped up and blended, but I cannot watch doll movies. So I think there's something wrong with me.
Maybe just a
There's
little
anything
bit.
wrong with you. Dolls are creepy.
Oh,
So are
man.
clowns.
Yeah.
Clowns
Drew
creep
does
me out
not
so
like
bad.
clowns at all.
Oh, we went. What was the Halloween
Mhm.
Express the other day?
Yeah.
After we went to Barnes and Noble, there was this
Mhm.
giant clown with long legs
Oh.
and like it looked like it was
Nope.
crawling.
Well, it was a thing that you put in the doorway.
Yeah,
like, if
I turned the
you're-
corner and saw that thing, and I immediately turned around because it scared the living crap out of me.
And our son was like, "Hey, you should dress up like a clown for Halloween." He was like, "No, you shouldn't."
No.
Not it.
Not
If
it.
there's one thing I do not do is it's those type of clowns. Like, yeah. So Diner just got a whispered by a Twitch username, Awkward Waffle Lover, and they asked if I
Wow.
could loan them a bag of Cheetos. Says 1, WTF, 2, am I in danger? Probably. Do not.
Give them
The
like
question is,
off-brand
would you
Cheetos. Don't
want
give
the
them the good
Cheetos
ones.
back?
Exactly. I'm saying, how do you actually loan Cheetos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it works that way.
Oh,
that's the better
man.
question.
Well, apparently you're loaning the bag. You're not loaning the contents.
I mean, yeah, you can eat it and
I
then
would
give the
think
bag
that
because they
they're gonna
asked
put
for a
you in
bag.
the bag and chop you into little pieces like Cheetos. So maybe you shouldn't reply to them.
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea.
Don't talk to strangers on the internet.
Don't talk to strangers. Don't take Cheetos from strangers.
Hey, Time Roller, I'm happy you joined my mini stream thread or thing along with me here.
Oh yeah, always.
They're doing the thing
Stream and a
together.
stream.
Oh, a stream within a stream. That's
There's
nice.
3 streams now in one.
That's pretty
look-
cool.
If you look real close, you can see our what our boards look like.
You want a stream within a stream? On my stream, I'm looking at Panic Stream.
Nice.
I could do the same
Ooh.
for Time Roller. How far can we take this?
Go all the way.
We're gonna everybody's listening to it.
I didn't see that Time Roller's been typing in the actual game chat here.
We have a game
Yeah.
chat? What?
Yeah, Time Roller's like, good luck and have fun, his normal
Oh.
chat. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
Panic
yeah.
says no, and then Time Roller says, you will and you will like it.
I say no, sir. Say no to you.
No,
Are we still waiting on
no
on
fun for
Panics?
you.
Yeah.
No, we're still waiting on Panics.
No, I have to ask that because I
The
don't know
Panics?
when I have to reload.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes we have to refresh.
Yeah.
That's true. Panic, remind me, what movie is tonight again?
Slither.
Slither, that's right.
Slither.
Panic,
A
remind
James
me,
Gunn
you're still
film.
taking your turn.
I'm going to mention that to Katie.
I don't know if you keep asking me questions, I won't.
Multitask? Leave him alone.
Gotta
Okay.
love being on the clock and playing board games. It's so fun.
Yeah. I dictate how long this game is.
Yeah. This is the only game we're playing today.
Yep.
Oh, I talked to Bones John today. I
Yeah.
haven't
Oh,
talked
did
to him in so long. Yes.
That's good. I haven't seen a whole lot of him. He jumped in
Oh.
my stream yesterday. He was playing along.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I told him he was missed.
But that'd been the first time in a long time I'd seen him.
Yeah.
He was having computer issues last I heard, but
Yep.
apparently he got it fixed.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know who else I miss is Seeker's Cash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's still having internet issues and he's staying somewhere until they get on their feet. And it's just the internet there is terrible. So I don't know when we'll start seeing him more, but he and his wife lived near me, and then I went out of town for a few months and they moved, and this just isn't right. I'm gonna go home and he's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
We used to get together once a week.
I definitely miss my friends back home. I only have
Uh-huh.
a few in-person friends when I lived in Virginia, but like, even I guess we've been here 2 months. I talk to my friend Katie every day, and I'm like, I miss you. When are you coming to visit?
I know, yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
That's the hard part about moving too, is I like look forward to the new place, miss my old friends,
Yeah.
and then I meet new friends, but it's not the same.
And I mean,
It's I don't know.
I don't go
You-
out
then
and
you're
do
stuck between two
stuff,
places.
so I don't
Uh-huh.
meet people like normal
Oh, yeah.
people. But I mean, I have all of you
Mhm.
online, so that's good
Yes.
enough for me.
We're not real.
I don't have to go out and see you.
We're
If I
not
don't want
real.
to talk to you, panic. I can just
We're
mute
AI.
the group chat conversation.
See, I've decided we have digital friends and analog friends.
Either ones are legit.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I agree.
I'm
Alright,
just
what
a
is
really
up with
strange
these
guy.
8 pools here?
No,
Can we talk about that?
I mean, there's been a
Talk
lot
about what?
of them.
These 8 pools
Talking.
over here. It's gotta stop.
No, it's fine.
You know what? I can't help it. I'm gonna have to use a biz eventually, but I'm taking this 8 pool because it's just dangling in front of me and I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, you can only pass it up so many times.
I know, that's like the 3rd pool
Yeah,
that's
it's
come
weird
along.
because I didn't take any of them because I had already written 8.
3rd one that's come along and I couldn't use. So I was like, get it. I'm gonna take it.
It's taking it.
Ooh.
I like it.
Alright.
Well,
How's that rabbit looking, Kennedy? Oh, it
It's-
lost the ear.
It's looking.
Or,
It's had,
no, that was a foot.
it's had better
fine.
days.
It's a foot.
It's on the ear. It's
He
a
has his
foot.
own rabbit's foot.
Well, it's funny because the ears and the feet look the same. They're just like these little
Oh,
pieces, and I was like, "Oh, that's his ear." Oh no, it's just a foot. It's fine. What are you doing, weirdo? You having fun? Yeah. Oh god, you tore his eye out. Okay, you're.
Oh, there is fluff all over there.
I'll show you the destruction after he's done, because that was
Yeah.
only like
I wanna
pre-ripping him
see.
open. It's worse.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
You guys want to see a horror movie?
Give Kennedy a fluff toy. Hey baby, you want a treat instead of eating that rabbit? We can work on that. Want a treat? Yeah. Like a
you guys
treat?
play tug of war with him?
Yeah, with my arm. Here you go. Can I have
So,
that?
so
Nice.
Time Roller wants you to do the Misty dance while giving the dog a treat.
Oh,
that?
I have fluff coming out of my leg. I think
Fancy.
I've turned into Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, you want his rope arms now, don't you? Yeah, you're so weird. I like you.
Oh man, I have to do
That's good.
this.
huh. Wish I'd done a different thing.
Misty dance. Do, 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 do.
Eventually, I'll get a Drew dance on there. I don't.
We're gonna put you on there for 50.
I'm gonna
points.
put it on there for 50,000 points.
Nope,
though, so
50.
it's never gonna happen.
Just
What?
50.
Just
50.
50.
Yes. Oh, come on. There's lots of us that are close to 50K,
Yeah.
Drew. Don't
Not
even.
a problem.
We
Yeah,
got you,
maybe.
bro.
Yeah, maybe one time, and then I'm good.
No, 50. And you have to do it for an entire week.
An entire week?
An entire week. You know how many channel
Ooh.
points I have? 228,000. So, at 50 a pop, you're gonna dance a lot.
I said 50,000.
No, I said 50. I'll go in and change it. Kennedy, you guys can learn how to dance for treats. You're good and chunky. What do you think about that?
Ooh. So Panic's got 2 of the city plans already.
I see that.
So
Panic.
What?
He's like,
Yeah,
what? No,
yeah.
I don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What you talking about, Lewis?
what are you talking about? You know, it'd be really cool if I could get a biz sometime.
Maybe.
That'd be really great.
Oh, we have something else to talk about too. I haven't made a thing for it yet because I still need to talk to Derek a little bit. But for everybody that knows or may not know, Drew made a Similo deck of streamers a few months ago.
Streamer Similo, yes.
And Derek is finally ready to premiere it. It is going to be on a Saturday morning. It's going to be the last Saturday of October. So you can start promoting it. And are we going to let people release their cards to promote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send out everyone's card for them to throw out there if they want.
That's nifty.
It's
Yeah, it's really cool. Drew worked really hard on it.
I did. It took a lot.
It
And
looks-
for my first time making cards
It looks
from
really
scratch
good, dude.
without
I
knowing
forgot
how
about it.
to,
Panic!
it's okay.
I did. It's been a while
I
since
know!
it's happened.
It's okay. Yeah, it happens.
Yep.
Forget.
Nothing personal. But
No.
I get
no.
it. You just don't
You
like
just
my
forgot. It's fine.
creativity. It's cool.
Well,
It's forgettable.
there is that, but yeah.
All right, what is
It's
up
fine.
with all this?
Okay, I would like to request
What's up
an
with
8.
that?
Even though I know we had a lot of 8s that I didn't take, and now I would like an 8.
What's up with this?
I need
Actually,
a
did
bunch of
take
12s.
2.
Ooh-wee.
None
Those
of
are
those
not
are
8.
12.
Phantom
Or 12s.
Redeemed.
Those are not 8s or 12s. Okay.
Dance, Misty Dance.
Who did?
Phantom.
Do I have to?
I mean, that's totally up to you.
No! He sold me for our son sold me for 500 points yesterday.
That's right. I'm still waiting for my delivery.
Yeah. Bring it.
I
It's
paid
not
twice
delivery.
Well, they failed
It's
to tell
missing.
you that it's 150,000 points for shipping and handling.
That might take a couple of weeks. I'll work on that.
Yeah. Have you
it's,
ever had to ship Misty anywhere? It's terrible.
It's in the fine print.
It's only like 1,000 points for shipping, but the handling is that's.
Yeah. You gotta put me in a
Yeah.
cage and tranquilize me, and it's dirty business.
And I need
That's a
pants
long trip.
right now.
I'm gonna need a lot
There's
of
no
snacks.
pants coming.
Did you get your biz? People grinded.
I couldn't use that one. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to release one of my pools. One of these
Release your
houses.
pools?
I have to get it.
Yeah, one of these houses is gonna have to
Yeah.
not have a pool. So
That's always hard to do.
it's okay. I've come to terms that it's never gonna happen. So all right, this is getting to the point where I can only use one card.
Yep, same as you.
So
Oh my goodness, I'm still not getting. Oh, I'm still not getting a pet. I should have taken advantage of that earlier.
I need 11s and 12s and a 14.
And Panic's about to win. Or end the game, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can all see his.
Hey, I've never won.
Screen there.
Today's the day.
You haven't?
Not with
Today
you.
Today might be.
Not
the
ever.
day.
I'm gonna say not with you, but no, not at all, ever.
Not at all.
I'm in
Today
bad
might
shape
be
though
the
here.
day.
I might be.
Good.
Good, thanks. Thanks. Oh, so much.
Potatoes
Okay,
are a
here
great
comes the
shape.
fence, but watch it not be a number I can use. Let's see.
Yep, the fence is coming up. However, there is not going to be any business for me.
Oh, what did I just do? Goodness, Karen. Messed up my screen. Good thing I wasn't streaming, huh?
I'm going to need all high numbers here.
I got my mushroom
I need
friend with
low
me.
and lower high. No middle numbers, please.
Yeah, no middle numbers.
No, low.
We've had a lot of
High.
those.
Low. Low.
Hi. Oh, hi, Ken. You
Get
good?
low. Get low.
Oh god, that song is so old. Panic.
So.
I didn't
I'm
want
just
it.
saying. I remember
Darn it.
dancing to that in high school at a football rally.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was not what I
Mold.
wanted. Give me the wine.
So bad.
I'm counting on the fact that I'm gonna get a fence.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. That works.
A refusal for me.
Thought you said you needed a fit, or you needed low numbers. That's an 11.
I had one spot for a high number,
You
and it was 11 that I needed.
face.
That was some luck. All right, what do I need?
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing so great. in
Finished
this
one plan.
Yeah, I just finished another plan, but I've already taken one refusal. This is gonna be close.
I've taken no
What do
refusals so far.
I need a 6. Come on, we need another fence, a low fence.
Does it
That ain't
bother
it.
anyone else that the jaws of the lion box doesn't close all the way? It bothers the frack out of me.
Mm-hmm. It does.
It really annoys me.
I refuse to build.
Yeah,
Need another fence.
I had to take my first refusal.
I need all low, or it's all over. There, that's
Ooh.
good.
Ah, damn it! It's my
one.
second refusal.
Oh no, 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 no.
It's also my second.
This game sucks.
Yeah,
Those
who,
suck.
Whose
Yeah,
idea
who-
was this?
yeah, who chose this game? Misty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rubbish.
you can blame me. I'm used to it.
Musty, darn you.
Musty.
Can't use that one
There's
either.
my,
Darn it.
second.
Look at all this stuff I could be putting a fence around.
Here's a refusal.
Ugh.
There's 2.
Okay, come on. A 3, 4, or 5 fence.
Yep,
Oh, there's
yep,
no
that'll
fence.
work. I'll
Right.
take that.
I need a high fence. Super
No
high
fence
fence.
is coming.
Low fence, come on, low fence.
No,
No
fence.
fence
hope-
coming this time.
I'm hoping this biz that comes up is
Yeah,
high.
there's no
because-
fence.
Oh, are you
Ah,
kidding me?
That's a refusal. That's my third.
Ah,
Oh no!
Yeah. That's it for me.
I almost got
Wow.
all the parks on all the streets.
Oh my gosh, I
I
would
need
have
one
gotten
more.
12 more points.
Karen, you
if I
still
could have gotten
won.
that.
What?
Mm, yeah, Karen with the 89.
Wow.
Good job. I got second
Yeah.
place.
Thank
Look at
you.
all those pools she got.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if I had another fence, I would have had another 6 and 2 neighborhood, and I had a whole bunch of things down there
Yeah, I would have had
Sweet.
of real estate.
one more
Drew
fence.
and
I
I-
would have had it. That last
Drew and I
Yep.
tied for not last. I'll take it.
Yeah, you beat me with the tiebreaker though.
Oh,
So-
that for some reason that made my mind go to the show. Did you guys ever see the show Dinosaurs? The
Yeah.
baby dinosaur would take a
Yes.
pan and hit the daddy, not the mama.
Not the mama.
Oh, you're going back to my childhood now. I used to watch it all the time. I
That is
absolutely
such
loved
a
it.
great show. I think it's on Disney Plus now.
Mhm.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is.
It was
Okay,
an
I better
ABC
introduce
show,
it.
so yeah, probably.
Okay. I'll have to look.
Board gamer Steph, hey,
Oh,
what?
hi.
No FFO?
That's only for you.
It's only for you.
He's only ever gonna play with you.
So this was the first
Um,
game I didn't prematurely end, and that I didn't get last place. So.
Hey, you're
I
improving.
want to play. I want to play Feast for Odin with you. Some. I that's a game that I have at the top of my list of wanting to.
Steph taught me
such a good
the
game.
other night.
It looks right up my alley.
I've been wanting to play that game for so long. It's always been on my radar. It's always been something that I've wanted to buy, but
Yep.
it's always been like this overwhelming thing. Like every time I see the components, it's always been like, oh man, there's just too much in this box. And there still is. It still overwhelms me thinking about putting it on the table. But now that I've played it, now that Steph has taught me, I want it even worse now.
Yeah,
I
think
don't
it'll be the
care
same.
how much of the table it takes up.
It's
I'm
just
gonna eventually
patchwork
get it.
with more meat. That's all.
All right, so
That's
guys,
okay.
I have to show you something.
It's better
I like
than
patchwork, and I like worker
Hold on, they
placement.
can't see you. Oh, that's the bunny.
Oh, poor bunny.
That's
That's
both
an
pieces
ear?
of the bunny.
And
Ooh.
those are his feet.
Wow,
And,
he did a really
here's
good
another one.
job.
Wow.
Whoa.
There's its
Kennedy
arms.
tore that up.
Yeah,
Very thorough.
That bunny's dead.
I told him if he gutted it, he could still have it, so he listens.
He
So
did that
how
to the
long
spider
have you
also.
had it?
Oh yeah, they've seen the spider.
Yes, the spider carcass.
Yeah,
Poor
so
spider.
can we
Show
play that with
everybody
6
your stuff.
people?
What?
King of Tokyo?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna lose automatically because I always lose, which is fine.
Yeah.
At least I get to punch
That's
people.
fine with me too.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
It's all okay if Drew loses.
Yeah. Means we aren't last.
We
That's
will
right.
support you in that decision.
We'll support you in losing.
I will, because it's that game is, to me, it's fun,
Yes.
and I'm never gonna win it because I'm just having too much fun playing it, just punching everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't worry about the strategy.
Yeah. So Steph is volunteering to teach everybody in chat how to play Feast for Odin. She can do it. She can totally do
It's
it.
such a good game. Everybody needs to play that game at least once. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay, I will take you up on that, Steph.
Who am I
But
forgetting?
like I said, when I first saw the board on BGA, I was like, oh my god, there's tabs of stuff that you have to click on to just
I will
to
not be
see
playing it on my
everything.
phone.
But
Oh wow.
but once you get the gist of the main board, it all connects to all the other stuff. So it's overwhelming, yes, with all the pieces, but at the same time, it's fine. You will be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's like when we learned Carnegie.
All right, I'm gonna pick the big ape guy again, since I lost with him last time.
And I won with Psychro the last time, so let's go again.
That's
Cyber
all I
Kitty
see
for the win.
with that penguin
Kitty.
with the guns.
Pew pew.
Jimmy baby. Come here.
I made my.
Kosuma's like, what in the world? If you're
King of
if
Tokyo.
you're talking about this game, it's King of Tokyo. It's a beat 'em up party game, I want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have the dark edition of this, which we have never opened.
Ooh.
We also have the Cthulhu back there for this game.
Cosmo says 1 minute y'all building normal neighborhoods and now this.
Well, see,
Now
we
This
we're
built the
gonna tear it
neighborhood.
down.
Yeah, built
I'm
it
gonna
on tear
destroy it.
down.
I think it's
Oh.
Anubis that I got for this. I love all things Egyptian.
Yeah, we saw.
I made
Anubis
my
there,
daughter
too.
Cyber Kitty shirt before.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
Was it just a regular shirt with a bunch of cuts in it?
No,
That's,
it was
I think
just
it's
a
style.
bootleg Vista print.
Neat.
Oh, I've used Vistaprint for all kinds of things.
Oh, me too. They're great.
Man, I don't. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get a couple of energies and a smacky smack. Boom.
Whoa!
If my daughter ever has time to do it, she's gonna draw a graphic of a little pocket with a little baby chibi dragon poking its head out of the pocket, and I'm gonna sell those on
That'd be
Redbubble.
cute.
But she just
So people
She's
can
been
say, is that
talking
a
about it
dragon
for
in your
so long.
pocket or you haven't
Have you seen me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to tell her I'd like to do it before I go to my first convention.
So
It could
there's
also be
a
known as a. That could be also known as a
option
hot
on
pocket.
top right. Did you see that option on the top right? When you're in Tokyo, you can put in when you want to automatically leave Tokyo.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
So
like
that's
that.
pretty cool.
Mhm.
Automatically stay in Tokyo when life is at least. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that they put that in there so you
Where the heck is that?
so you can decide. I think you have to be in Tokyo.
Well, I'm not there.
You're not there?
Did you see what
I
my
don't know.
dog did?
What?
He's laying beside you, the traitor.
Traitor.
Get back over here and love me.
Where's my life total at 7? I'm gonna leave because I want to play a little bit.
Steph
Smacked you up a
summoned
little bit and
Cthulhu.
you ran
Steph?
away.
Summon Cthulhu?
Yeah. Oh look, he,
No.
he can be here today.
Well, he's back here, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he
He's
assigned
back
to?
here.
You have to hold the mouse over and when you click the roll button.
Exactly.
All right, so since she summoned Cthulhu, I will honor that dice roll by taking the very first roll that I get. All of it. I will take all of it.
Okay.
So whatever I get rolled is what Cthulhu has given to me.
Deemed your fate. Oh, who's Misty?
What?
Smacking folks.
I'm doing nothing.
Per your reputation.
Ooh.
Smack that penguin.
You can go
Like
into Tokyo.
smacking penguins.
Why do I want to go in there? There's nothing here for me.
Wow, Karen with the 3s just right off the bat.
Nice.
Wow.
She must have
kinda
summoned
like
Cthulhu.
Friends with Cthulhu.
Yeah. She's a cultist.
That'd
Oh,
be
you're
a
onto
that'd be a
Oh,
nice
wow.
little that'd be a nice little party game. Friends with Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Well, when we were at the Halloween store the other day, we were looking at different stuff, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's a cultist. You could dress up." And I was
Yeah, they
like,
had cultist outfits.
My
You could
goodness,
totally be a
that's so
cultist.
cool.
Well, we've talked about playing games in October and like just doing little
Yeah.
simple costumes.
Mhm.
But we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, like we plan on doing the Grim Masquerade eventually.
When I was at
Oh,
the
yeah.
store yesterday, they had masks. I almost grabbed two.
So maybe I'll put in a community challenge to see what mask I should wear. If we can find
Have a heart.
maybe 2 different types.
Oh, thank you so much.
I take your Energon. It's all mine.
Yeah, I still haven't decided what I want to be.
Okay,
Yeah, me
so
either.
I don't know.
so I didn't get much of anything.
No.
So I
There's
guess-
3.
I
There's
can't
2, 3.
tell you, don't be late for dinner. I was late for dinner once. Was not a good Halloween.
All right, so there you go, Steph. That was your
Exciting.
She said, "Bleh."
that was your Cthulhu summoning. So Cthulhu has cursed my dice roll. I don't want to buy any of these cards. These are all discarding cards, right? Yeah, every card on here except for the energy drink looks
The
good.
first one.
Yeah, the first one's the only Discord one.
Yeah, I think I will take the energy drink. That'll allow me to reroll 1 for an energy.
Hey, Kieran, I'm going to send you the link to my costume that I'm going to get.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we have masks from when we went to Fat Tuesday back in Virginia.
Yeah.
There was a
Ooh, I
little gaming
really
event,
like it.
and they had a bunch of different colored masks. So I think maybe we'll let the viewers choose which color I wear. Something small, simple, just for funsies.
I'm going to get that and There's a headband that goes with it.
Man, Phantom with all the heartses.
Which I thought I
It's
saved,
really
but I guess I
pretty.
didn't.
I really
Yeah,
like
I
it.
really like it too. I think it's cute.
And what a great price. Goodness.
Yeah.
God, needs to be better card choices.
You can
Go ahead and
shuffle
wipe
them
it.
out.
I could, but I
Wipe
gotta
it
pay
out.
for it.
Well, yeah. I don't want to pay for it. You do it.
No, hell no.
You do the thing. No, you do it. Ugh.
I was thinking about being a vampirist.
Ooh, that'll be cool.
Whoa, why did I get smacked?
Yeah,
Is
we
it- is
we
it-
need more smacking.
Okay.
More smacking.
Is
Yeah,
it
none of
'cause-
smacking going on.
Yeah. I had to heal up. You guys smack them.
I'll smack them.
All right. Hey, you got. No.
Whoa.
From you. I said them, not you.
Karen, it seems like Cthulhu has favored you today.
That's
Look at
gonna
that mess.
hurt.
Wow.
I'm making her out of there.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ouchie.
That's crazy.
Get
Oh,
out of
man.
here. I'm in trouble now.
Time to beat her up.
Oh, I should have got.
Oh,
Oh, well.
you gotta heal. Shoot.
I was
At
distracted.
least you got one hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
should've
have to
gotten a
heal
card, darn it.
also. Man, I'm down to 2 health. What the heck?
Karen, I sent you the other part of the costume too.
Oh, okay.
Smack.
Bye-bye.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yeah.
Time Lord can go visit for a little while.
Ooh,
Oh my
evacuation
goodness.
orders?
Missy, I love it.
I thought it was really cute, and it'll go well on stream because it's something you can
It
see.
will.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, I
Right.
really like it.
Right off the bat, I get 222. So let's see what I can do with that.
Oh, there's
And
my
another
good
2.
boy.
And I will keep the heart. I need to re-roll that for a heart. I have to. And I don't get a heart.
Kennedy heard I was jealous that he was giving Drew attention, so now he's laying in between both of us.
Whoa. I didn't want to go to Tokyo.
You didn't have a choice.
As if you have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to choose if you go.
Ah, jeez, man.
You just get
See,
to go.
this is why I'm gonna lose, because
You're in for it.
I'm running in Tokyo with 3 health. Like,
I don't know why
seriously.
Panic
Pretty-
wants
yeah.
to go to Tokyo.
I was thinking, I wasn't. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna leave. Jeez.
I got.
That was rough.
All I wanted was
Oh,
hearts and fists.
Yikes.
Hearts and claws. That's all I wanted.
Yep.
Almost
I
got
was
Drew
aiming
knocked
for
out.
hearts. Yeah, I told you I was gonna be first one out, and I still know I'm gonna be first one out.
It's a good chance.
Ooh. Everybody lost
Y'all
their
can
points.
start over. I don't mind.
What was that?
Ooh. He took away all of their points.
Points? Oh, man.
I don't think Misty's happy about that.
Well,
That was rough.
yeah. Ooh.
Ow!
That's alright, I'm not surviving anyway.
Oh.
She's like running through Tokyo just smacking everyone's butts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, haha, you're not my real mom.
Don't spit your coffee out.
If I want him to spit his coffee out, I know what I need to do.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah,
We
yeah.
all know what you need to do.
He'll see my face this time, and that's gonna be the best part.
You have to leave really quick and get your pigtails.
I'll do it.
Oh, with ribbons.
Absolutely do it.
With ribbons. That's what we need.
Oh god, it'll be so pretty.
Did he get up? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Dool. Hello, you remember me? You still owe me doggy treat, please. Drew! Come on.
Oh my
What
god.
does that first card say?
Oh goodness.
I
Can you guys
couldn't
read
even
that?
tell you. Gourmet,
The first one.
when you roll
Yep.
3 ones or more, gain 2 extra stars.
Why not?
That's never gonna get old.
No, it won't.
No, it's not.
No.
It's never going away.
No, get those treats away from me.
I'll always be here for you, Mr. Drew. You're my
Always
favorite
watching.
Twitch stream. You're my favorite Twitch streamer. You know that?
Oh
I
boy.
watch you almost every day. You're my favorite.
You know what? You're gonna have to record that voice so I can use it
A channel point?
as a channel point.
Yeah, just Mr. Drew.
Yeah, you have to do that. That's awesome.
Okay, Mr. Drew, I do it for you.
That should be your Drew dance thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm totally gonna use it.
Hey, by all means,
face
you want it, I'll
hurts.
do it.
Whoa, I don't want to go into Tokyo with 1 health. I just rolled 3 smackers. Don't want to do that.
Phantom Maple's gonna want
Ooh.
channel point royalties.
Exactly. Freebies.
No, are you kidding me? Just seeing Drew's lose it every time is payment enough.
Yes, there
Yeah.
you go. That's so true.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get an audio clip of that and just put it somewhere on the like an animation or something
Oh, that's even better.
to pop up.
Oh, make
that'd be the
Phantom
best.
an anime
Yeah.
girl like me.
I'd love to see like a cartoon version of Phantom, like with the pigtails.
Yes.
Like as a child though, like somebody could do that.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I could be cool, Mr. Drew. See, ooh.
It's even worse because it's like in my ear.
That's all I got.
Oh.
Fun.
All right, I
Oh,
need
God.
hearts, and I need hearts badly.
We're gonna have to come up with a name for that persona
Yes.
since it's now a part
Very good idea.
of us now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like mini fandom or something.
Oh, I am gonna die.
Goodbye, Tokyo.
Ruh-roh.
All I have to do is stay out of
Yeah.
Tokyo. It'll let you guys finish each other off.
Misty can take out Phantom.
What? No.
It's fine. This has just been really, really crappy.
Forget this game.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes, I live to see another day.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Kill Misty.
No.
uh-oh.
And my how the tables have
Okay,
turned.
I'm at 7.
Here comes High Roller Karen.
Yep.
I don't know.
Look at oh, yep, right there. You have 2s and hearts, and stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons.
That's Phantom's favorite cereal.
Lucky
I
Charms.
love Lucky Charms, Mr. Drew. You have any?
Just the marshmallows.
Just the
Karen is like a
marshmallows.
pacifist monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I want is points and hearts.
I got my little
Time
my little
roller.
quiet little strategy over here.
Oh man.
Oh, this is gonna sting.
Oof.
Yeah, that's game over for me.
Did Time Roller just heal me?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, he healed you, but you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, he took a point from me.
Darn.
What is that card?
I
Use your
took
heart to
2
make other monsters
inner
gain-
John from you.
Oh, that sucked. It's okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna
4.
heal. Let's keep the 3.
My healing ray.
Do we even need cards, honestly?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. And like
Yeah,
nobody's gonna make it all the way around in Tokyo.
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna reroll.
No way.
Damn, look at all those hearts.
Oh,
Yeah, let's heal up. So that's 3 and 3 is 6, 7. Oh well. You know what? I needed those. Wait.
You
Well, I
might
mean,
actually have a chance of living now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
You
really
good,
didn't
yeah.
want to jump into Tokyo, but it got in there anyway. Of course, here comes all the smackings.
Panic,
I
don't you kill
just
me.
gained all my hearts.
I'm trying.
Panics out for blood.
I'm trying.
Trying.
Ba-doom. A player can reduce damage 2 hearts. Who's that?
Oh, he chose. Time Roll chose to
Me.
eat it.
Time roller.
Oh,
Alienoid.
I was trying to kill Time Roller. Was what I was trying to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm so
my
glad I
kitty
got out.
claws.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ouchie.
That's End of Misty.
Yep, 2 birds at 1 stone.
Bum, bum, bum.
Woo! Bye, Tokyo.
Yeah, now here's where I'm probably gonna eat it.
Here's Laura with
Who's
the
going?
3s. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh
Point.
dang, with the 3s.
Ooh, oh my god. Are you...
Wow.
Wow.
Five
Are you
points.
kidding me?
Let me get some
Damn,
points.
Misty.
I just need to be smacked around and then I know how to play the game.
Look at Karen
now I
with,
have 8
with
points.
3 2s.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
4 2s.
Except her card only helps if
Whoa.
she has 3 1s.
It's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
my card's not gonna do anything. Oh, there's 1-1. 1-1 does nothing for me.
That didn't help.
No.
Smack. At least smacked him once.
1 smack.
I'm just like hanging on by a thread. I don't like it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're in the same boat here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, since it's Time Roller's turn, at the end of his turn, he's automatically going to roll it to Tokyo, isn't he?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's going to heal up for sure.
Yeah, he's got.
Oh yeah, big heals. 5 hearts. Shoot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that enough, though? I'm gonna take the 2 hearts, and let's... I don't know, who's in Tokyo right now? That's, Karen and Time Roller.
Time Roller.
I really don't want to smack him. I kind of just want to go for straight points here.
Soften him up a little bit.
Yeah, don't let him get too comfortable in there.
Yeah. It's more that he doesn't want to go in there.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't want to go in there.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
I'm only
I've
at
healed
3.
up to full health. Now, this is where I can focus on the spankings now.
I got one little smacky. At least I'm up to 5 now.
Man, Time Roller's got all the cards here.
Yeah, Time Roller's picking up all the good ones.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta kill him.
Well, see, he's got some pretty good synergy going. He can like take someone's energy and then use it to heal to not take damage. So that's some good synergy going there with the cards. What do we have? We don't have very much on the board here. Ooh.
Take him out, Misty.
Maybe.
You can go straight for the damage.
I'm gonna try to get hard.
Whoa!
Oh, good God! Here we go.
Yep.
I didn't mean
What
to
you
beat
at?
you.
You're at 5 also.
Oh, this sucks.
Barely survived.
Whoa!
Ow!
Don't put me in here.
Ah, who chose this game?
Beat on Misty.
Ooh, what cards do we have here?
I refreshed them all. I wasn't crazy
That's
about any of
nice.
them. And I wasn't ever getting energy, so, or collecting energy. Karen's like, I just want hearts and love.
Hearts and
And
love.
rainbows. She doesn't want to hit anybody. She likes me.
Alright, so what's Time Miller gonna do here since he's the card master? Laura's in there with
Don't look at
3
me.
health.
Don't look at
Karen's
me,
in
I'm a
there with
monster.
a healthy supply of 8. And I have no energy to steal, so he's not gonna heal me.
Not I.
And I don't think he wants to heal anybody else. Oh, but he did.
Oh, that dirty pirate.
Ah,
We took you.
God, we need to beat him.
Yes. To the ground.
Whoa!
The beatings will continue until morale improves or Time Roller's dead. Whatever happens first.
Resistance is futile.
The object of this game is to beat Time Roller, and then we all win. It's collectively.
Exactly.
Oh man, are you serious?
Excuse me, Mr. Two Time Roll is being mean. Can you beat him up? Yeah, he's got too many cards.
Oh no, the brothers have teamed up.
That's right, twins.
That's right. You can't even tell Panic and I apart.
Not even.
Oh god. That's how off I've been for the last few weeks, apparently.
Happy belated birthday, Panic.
Yeah.
It's only 3 months too late.
Ooh, Panic's gonna heal really well here.
Come on.
God, I hope I get as good a roll.
I need it. I was at a 2.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and stay.
Oh, good. Better you than me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got all that health. Might as well.
What are you at?
I'm at 8 health.
Remember, the focus is Time Roller.
Yeah.
Everyone's focused on healing. That's the thing. That's why I'm staying.
Hey, I'm a hiding.
It's a 1 versus all.
Oh, wow. Rapid healing. Spend 2 energy at any time to gain 1 heart.
That's
Whoa,
pretty good.
okay. Taking 3 hits is a little much.
Damn, kilogram.
Archie.
But I'm staying.
Can we
Oh,
Man, holding on
geez.
strong.
Mister? Oh, I'm gonna be the first one out. Has most health.
No, I don't.
You
That's
did.
Karen. Everyone's like focusing on me. No one's like looking at Karen over here, just
Because we're gonna let Karen
being
What
win.
are you
all
talking about?
being all stealth ranger and stuff over here.
I can't
Her
kill
and Misty
Karen.
are racking up the points.
Bye-bye.
Is it my turn next? I'm curious.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna stay in.
Wow.
Sorry, Meepo Grande.
Oh, you get an extra dice.
We got another head or something?
Yep. Ooh, are you gonna smack me with that? Look at all that energy, though. Like, he's
Oh my
never gonna lose
God.
health.
He's just hoarding cards.
Oh, man.
The only person that can pay for my healing is myself.
That's true.
Yeah, just don't get any money here.
No, you
We'll keep him starved.
You could heal up Drew, but I don't think you want to do that.
Whoa. Man.
Look at that money.
What are you gonna buy, though?
I had 3 once. Then it went away.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to focus on just smacking everybody else. Because
There
I'm
you go.
tired of being smacked.
I'd say at least 2 smacks. I'm fine with that.
Let's go. Yeah, I'll keep an energy. I don't know why. Let's keep the 3s. Maybe that'll
I will
help.
heal you.
One more claw. Come on.
Get extra die roll. I'm gonna do that.
Ooh.
Okay, well that didn't help.
Ow.
I cannot buy any cards, so. Whoa, look at all those
Whoa.
2s.
Holy crap.
I don't care about points.
He just wants to hit people.
That's the
Oh,
end of
God.
me.
I like all
That's
this.
it, guys. That's it, guys. That's it for
See
me.
ya.
I am now officially the cameraman.
Good fun.
Yeah.
What do I have to hit? Resolve dice?
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Continue to watch the game in silence. Defeated again.
Oh, the dog's sad. He would.
Oh.
The dog went. It's like,
Oh.
he knew I was gonna go out.
He says, "I'm sorry, Daddy."
He knew I was gonna go out. It's okay, because I called it. I called it, so I get a
You
victory
did.
point just for calling it. That's how you play in our house. Man, this game could go for a long time.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I would imagine that. I mean, Time Lord's got some decent cards, but he's only got 4 points. So I'm assuming he's trying to go for the knockout win. Everybody's low on health, though, so it could go either way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think this is the end of Misty.
Uh-oh.
Karen!
I got a claw on the last.
Oh.
Karen!
Uh-oh, my battery's running low. I thought my computer was charging.
See, you killed me, and now your battery's dying.
What did I get? My laptop said, "Don't do that to
Oh,
me."
I think Time Lord's gonna try to take Karen out here. Bringing her down to 4 health.
Going to avenge you.
You killed me!
You know what?
Okay.
Funny thing
Yay.
is, Time Lord could go into Tokyo and not have to worry about losing health for a while.
Yeah, with all that money.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
He's more or less invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he keeps taking
And I only
Energon,
have 4 hearts.
there's no way you guys are gonna take him out unless everyone rolls all smackies.
Just the hit time roller. Don't go for points.
All smackers. Panic with the healing. Seems like Panic's the only one healing for massive amounts.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
That was good.
Wow, that
Nice.
was
Good.
really good.
Yay!
Panic's hanging into your Emperor's claws.
Hanging in.
Oh yeah, I'll
There's
take
it.
all that.
Wow. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it's all about
That
survival.
was really good.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need it with Time Roller in the middle.
Yeah, I know I need
Yep.
hearts, but I also want points.
Not only does he have that extra die, he's pretty much invisible with all that Energon that he's got, and you better pray that he doesn't roll any smackies.
You got points.
This is intense.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I only have
Okay,
5
yeah.
hearts.
Points.
We're straight up camping here.
Okay, more energy. There you go.
Now get
Oh
the claws.
god,
Oh man.
Oh, that sucks.
this game is rigged.
Wow. What are you gonna take? Armor plating sounds good. Alien Origin. Buying cards costs you 1 less energy. Okay.
He just got it because he's an alien.
Did you only have, was that only 1 claw that hit us?
No, it was like 2,
Two.
I think.
Yeah, it was 2.
It was 2? Okay. Was I at 15 points?
Taking you guys
I
out
should've-
from the inside.
Must deplete his resources.
Oh man.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay. That's, okay, yep. Let's see where.
And
Time
Time
Roller's on the
Roller's
fire.
gonna. There you go.
Woo!
Okay.
All right, come on, we're whittling him down. Now we got to take out all that Energon he's hoarding.
Exactly. That's what my plan is. He can't stay there forever.
Nope.
Don't let him buy that middle card.
Yeah, what'd that one say?
When you gain a heart, you gain an extra one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks. I got no money. Karen, buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
All
Hey,
right.
draft it.
Hey, drafting is the thing.
Nicely done.
And that's how you hate draft.
That was a great hate draft because it benefits you too.
Right, yes.
That's
Isn't that the best? Yeah.
Oh
Oof.
man. What's he gonna do?
Oh, I knew he was gonna buy that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
that's
no.
that's a
Yeah.
crappy card.
Yeah.
Panic, just stay alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hearts and claws is what's in my
Hearts
menu.
and claws.
Ooh.
Whoa, Panic! What is up with your roll, man?
Panic worships
Ooh,
Cthulhu too.
The big heel.
Wow.
I think he's
Claw,
the
come on.
hero of the
All right.
group.
Wow.
I don't know what that lightning bolt is, but all right.
You had some of those at the beginning.
Did I? Oh, and then somebody stole them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thief in the night.
Yeah, everybody's healing over here. See,
Karen's darn close in points.
That's where that armor plating would have been very useful there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you lose exactly one, you don't lose it.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Karen might win it right here with another 3, right?
Yeah, she gets another 3. It's over.
Yep.
Yep, it's over.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
There it is. I knew. I was just gonna say, kill Karen. Kill Karen.
I couldn't roll any fists.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Great.
That's
Karen...
great. Time Roller damn near invincible, and Karen sweeps it away with points.
Points, yeah.
Karen, didn't you win this last time?
And threw points and rainbows.
Didn't
over
she win
everybody.
this last time we played it?
I think so.
Something's off here.
I don't know what you're all talking about.
Miss Alpha Gamer here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No, very well played. You did sneak in with the points.
I was nice. I was just quietly sneaking it off in the background. Like, I'm just gonna put.
She was like, "Yeah, kill each other. It's fine."
Yeah.
I saw it, but I saw it, but there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
She's played a lot of Among Us. She knows how to direct people to do what she
does.
wants.
Yeah, always sus.
Always.
Okay, do you want to play that penguin drawing game, or
yeah?
Is that something you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that again.
Okay.
Yeah, that can play any amount of people, right? So if you guys in chat want to play, let us know.
It's fun. Mm-hmm.
It's basically telestrations. Thanks to Sate, Will Cook for games, for board games. She's the one that introduced us to that game on here, which I didn't even know any game like that was on here.
I did, but I didn't know it was an actual drawing game.
Yeah. So we gotta
I didn't know what it was.
I gotta step out just for a minute.
Okay.
No.
Not allowed.
Unacceptable.
You want to do 3 rounds?
3 rounds? Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
1 for mini players, 2 for mini players, 3, 5, or 10. I won't do 3. I think that's what we did last game. Alright.
Just trying to figure out why my computer's downloading. Either that or it's scanning. Because the fan has been turning on for no reason. Oh, look at that kitty.
Show you a picture. I'm gonna put this in Discord real quick.
That's
my daughter
Michi.
just sent me a picture of one of my babies. I'll put it in general.
If anybody else wants to jump
where'd
in,
it go?
you can.
Yeah, just let us know in the chat, and she will plop you in.
Well, I have the table set as friends only, so as long as they're on my friends list, they can join the table.
Cool.
And I just put a picture in Discord of our baby that my daughter just sent me a picture of. He's having a really good day.
Aww.
Our little rescue. He thinks he acts like a dog. He really does. Like a big dog that wants lots of attention. He's very snuggly.
I've got my pooch.
Aww, look at Panic. so cute.
I can't put mine on my lap. Oh
That's
my
so cute.
gosh, Panic.
That is stinking adorable. I
I
love
shouldn't
it.
be able
Okay,
to put Kennedy in my lap,
Puppies,
but I can.
close your ears. That's one of the cutest dogs I've ever seen.
I don't,
Don't tell my
Misty.
babies.
I don't think you want the hard time out to be 1 minute.
No.
What's your dog's name, Panic?
Because I think that's the timeout you have when you write the wrong answer. And so if you write one wrong answer, you're not going to be able to play for half the game.
Oh.
Oh,
His
Well,
name's
we
Benny.
can't change it.
Benny. Oh, so cute.
Can't change it?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, because everybody's
I
at the
thought so.
table now.
You'd have to
Oh,
kick
one of
everyone off
those.
the table to change that?
Yep.
We'll see how it works in game. If it's too big of a problem, we
Yeah,
can
if it's too big of a problem, just let me know. I'll kick everybody and redo it.
Kick everybody.
Kick everybody.
Oh, right.
away.
So,
Oh.
okay.
What? Really?
Okay. I mean, I could do this.
Ah,
Hey, does anyone else have colors on the side here?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
that was
Is
there
that
before,
new?
was it?
Was it?
No, it
I
wasn't.
thought it
Either
was
before.
here before.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
thought we were
seeing
just
it
dealing
there.
with black and white last time.
We'll have to go back and see.
Yeah, I don't think it was here last time.
Oh
Mm-mm.
man, I hate drawing
Because
with a
didn't
mouse.
someone say, "Is there any colors in this?"
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe they
Oh
changed
yeah,
it.
right.
I do recall that.
There's no way.
Just give up now.
I give up.
I am so sorry with the way I'm drawing.
I apologize now that I don't know how to draw, but I like playing these games.
I want a copy
Yeah,
and paste
me too.
function on this thing.
Yeah.
Right? I need one.
No.
Oh wait, that's.
I mean, you could play on your phone. I can grab your stylus.
No, that's
No?
fine.
Okay. But I'm gonna do mine. Where's my stylus?
I have an art tablet digitizer board. I could use my pen and just draw. really
That's.
well.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's kind of cheating.
What?
What did
Ah,
I
man,
just
I had to
push?
submit early.
Hold on, I need to get back in the game. What in the world did I just push?
I had to submit too early.
Okay.
You shall submit.
So we shouldn't capitalize, correct? Because
No, because it doesn't do capitals.
on the
The
Yeah.
clues.
clues.
Okay, do we think that first one is the same as the fourth one?
No, because that's lightning bulb, right? That's much different.
Somebody just don't know how to spell.
That's a bulb made of lightning.
I mean,
That's
there are
totally
lightning
different.
strikes on here, so.
See?
State of lightning. I want one of those.
Yeah, and no one was gonna get mine.
Man.
Okay.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah. I kind of figured it was electricity
Most
because of all
went
the.
there. Yeah, the little zigzags made me think of electricity, but I
I
just.
was like, how am I gonna draw electricity? And I was like, what about a
Yeah,
light
Yeah.
bulb?
some of them are. Last
There-
time I
that
got.
one-
World.
That one could go a couple ways.
What is that supposed to be?
I can only guess.
I don't know.
It's
Okay, I think
obviously
I know what that is. I know what this is.
It's obviously
And
where
I
you keep
think
your
I know what that
worms.
is.
Let's see here.
It's a worm cup, guys.
What was
Give
the
me
one
a
on
break.
Sesame Street? Smiley or something?
Yes.
See, you would have gotten it if I would have finished. I didn't. I
Okay.
did not finish
We'll never
No.
know
my
that.
picture. I did put an arrow first, so that way you guys would know what you're aiming for here. Why are you punching me in the
Kennedy's
foot?
like rubbing his ear and punching Drew in the leg. He's like, "This is stupid."
It's a stupid drawing.
What's wrong with you? Oh, did I submit it? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Pac-Man go free. Alright.
I think Pac-Man Ghost and Pocket should be joined together.
Darn.
Bum, bum,
Free
bum.
Pac-Man. Yay.
Oh. Do they really look like French fries?
Yes.
See, people
Bag.
got it.
It's a hockey bag? Okay.
I
Oh,
see
those
the
were hockey
pucks
sticks and pucks. Yeah.
and the sticks in the bag.
Okay, those lines mean something.
Yeah, those lines clearly mean something. I just don't know what.
Okay.
It's his panic basket.
Panic basket.
You just need to draw the flames. So I was thinking instead of BGA next Friday, it'll be the first Friday in October. We should do code names, and we should do a spooky like autumn Halloween list of words because you can put in your own words.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would be fun. We haven't played that in forever.
I like it. I played that last night. No, night before last. And it's so fun.
I was so tired. I wasn't able to play.
I only
the other
played
night.
one game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play it on that the web
Yeah.
browser.
You can make
Okay.
custom.
Yeah.
Nobody thought that was frisbee golf, really.
Frisbee golf was that's good though.
There was
Nobody thought it was a blanket.
frisbee. Nope.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
I got you.
I
Reduce,
did both,
reuse,
though.
recycle was good though because it was the
Yeah.
little thing.
Whoa.
That's okay. Have
Phantom.
fun with this one. Have fun with this one.
Okay.
I have this
It's
board game.
I know what it is. I know what it is. It's a bat flying in the dark.
Oh yeah, Rorschach. You do have this
You
game
got like the
time. Will.
cow in the snowstorm.
No. I'm thinking it's a good answer, but I'm thinking of a different game.
I went so literal on this one. It's all I could do. I ran out of time.
It's beautiful. Do we look at the negative space or the positive space?
You want to go outside? I've got nothing, so I can still draw and stuff. You want to
Okay, I don't know. These are all really good.
I like that one, yeah. Unexpected error. Ah, good one, timer.
I like it.
Nobody chose nighttime. That's okay. Yeah, I thought that was it.
There you go. 3, you got it.
Yay.
Wow,
I ran out of time. I was trying to make the whole thing black.
What?
Whoa.
Alright.
And
Wow,
one at a
there's-
time. If I
there
would have been
is-
allowed to finish it, it would have been a lot worse.
There is a lot going. There's a lot going on there.
It's true.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
The pink thing has to be significant.
Are you sure? I
green.
mean, there's a lot going on here.
He picked pink for a reason.
That's true. I did.
Oh man, okay. I really don't know what I'm looking at.
Or wait,
Wow.
wait.
The worst sex reveal ever. Gender reveal ever.
I'm torn between two things.
Huh. Ooh. I think Laura's playing on her phone, so
See? Okay.
yeah.
I played the entire
She was multitasking,
I don't know
walking
anything.
doggo and. Oh, the cigar got most of it.
Get it?
Here.
Yeah.
Got
Was
it.
Dentist?
Dentist.
Oh my lord.
Two
Yeah,
of
I
you
like how
got
the
it.
thing wasn't even in the picture.
Oh no, you can't even see the last thing I drew. Okay, yeah. Have fun. This was already impossible, but now without the other part of the picture, yeah.
This is confusing.
Mm.
Confusing. That's the word of the day.
The word of the day. That's my guess.
Actually, multiple things that I drew are not there.
Hmm.
So I can see if it was like the last, like in the other game, your last mark is not counted. I think at the end, but this one, it's
Dr. Science
missing
is
three.
on-
My
on-
last 3 marks.
In the last image, Dr. Sign was missing some bottom teeth.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's
just
why
went to
they're
the
at the
dentist. That's all. Exactly.
That's yeah,
Intentional.
exactly.
That was the second visit.
What? Family game night and really?
People grounded. Oh, okay.
It's just me there though.
Mr. Drew.
It's just me.
Alright, which one of y'all was Mr. Drew?
No, it's just Mr. Dwoo.
No.
Hello, Mr.
Oh, we can have
Drew.
nice things.
I still here watching you, Mr. Drew.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got nothing on this one.
Oh, I thought it was Panic got us.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I got 3 people.
What was it?
Slacking.
Slacking.
Possible for me to draw.
Slacking. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that was gonna be dishes, and then that person was. I had an arrow for the person to go do chores, and an X through it.
Okay.
The person had hair. The hair was missing. Not
I-
that the hair mattered.
I have to run outside. real
Okay.
quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I like this one.
Okay, let's hope I can finish this image.
I mean, is there a time limit?
Yeah,
No.
a minute.
I thought that was. Oh, never mind. It's not.
Okay.
Oh crap.
hope this one's a little better.
I thought the last one was good.
Oh man, if you don't submit, does it delete it all?
No.
No.
Okay, it keeps the last thing you did?
Because I didn't submit, and this is what it left me with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, last time I didn't submit. Oh, wow.
I was rushing because I was like, "What do you mean? There's a time?"
There is.
My goodness, so there were wild turkeys in the pasture today. My daughter said our horse could be a cutting horse because they were herding the turkeys. Fun.
Oh, weird.
She's like, "Oh, there's wild turkeys. Let's go herd them."
Hurting the gobbles.
He acted like he'd always done it, but he was a rescue, and I know he lived with cows part of his life, and the people that owned him were really rough with them, and so he might have done cutting for them. Poor baby, when he was young, they tied his legs together
That's horrible.
Oh.
to try to get him to stay in one place. I'm like, that's not how you do it. Because that's how some people do it.
Beach
I don't know
mushrooms-
enough though about that type of training, but it just seemed cruel to me.
Yeah.
Beach mushrooms should not be eaten.
No.
Beach mushrooms.
You ever find a mushroom on the beach, do not
Yeah.
eat it. Those are
Okay.
extremely dangerous.
No beach mushrooms.
Especially if they're on yellow and blue. I hate that color combination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll avoid
Horrible.
those.
We had a giant mushroom growing in our front yard, but we
Oh,
don't know
cool.
why.
Yeah,
they
the
grow.
dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Do you know what kind it is?
Yeah.
Nothing I would put in my mouth. So.
No.
We've got a big one in the backyard I just saw this morning.
Back in my my first apartment, we had this huge yard. There would be these giant mushrooms that would grow out of the ground, and
Oh, cool.
they were ginormous, and I never knew what they were.
My dad was big on like mushroom hunting and that, so we were always eating different mushrooms.
Yeah, I really have to look up what kind of mushrooms are edible, because
Yeah,
I
don't know
like
enough
I
about
like
that.
going out.
Yeah.
I like going out in nature. So if there's something that I come across that looks
Yeah.
good, but sometimes it's not always good to eat stuff that looks edible.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to know. There's some stuff that can
Yeah,
kill
you do
you.
want to know. Yeah. I have a game called Morels, and you're going on a hike and collecting mushrooms. And
Oh, I love
I've never
morel.
seen one. I've never seen one in real life.
Oh, really? Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nightmare fuel.
That's very disturbing, but I think
I have to make it a little interesting because my clue word was a little blah.
You know what I want to write, but I'm not going to.
Right?
I'll
Whatever
tell
you
you. I'll
feel
say it
like.
Write it.
afterwards. But I also want
Do it.
points.
Mr. Drew
Point.
Cupcake Company.
Here's one.
So if we ever open up a board game cafe, I'm gonna have a drink called the Mr. Drew.
Oh, I'm honored.
That's great.
It's gonna be a.
You have to open a board game cafe.
I am totally down for it. Like I have been talking about it forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a lot of open spaces here. Definitely.
Nice.
Right here in town, it's a small little town area here that's split up with a train track running through it. Like I said, it's a small little town, but there's a couple of cool looking places that we drive past. But there are some open up areas that offer a good possibility.
Most typed angry cupcake. That's what I was gonna put. But he's not angry. He's not angry.
Ah, see, everyone got
Wow.
that one.
Wow.
Yep.
Applause.
Because he doesn't really look.
What in the hell?
You mean masterpiece?
I like it.
I was trying to channeling.
I got nothing, Panic.
Channeling Misty's drawings.
Yeah. As long as you're terrible, you're just
far.
like Misty.
Very
Yep.
avant-garde.
Yes.
Cosmo's right now in my mind, and he's got a picture of, why does his name escape me?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, yes. Anthony was watching Bob Ross not even a few days ago, and I was like, I miss watching that guy.
He watches it all the time. Hey, honey. Where's your
I
bum?
just watched a documentary on him not too long ago.
Give me Bob Ross is everywhere. There's like a Bob Ross channel on Twitch. There's one on
Yep.
YouTube. I think Hulu's got Bob Ross.
Cosmo says he was the original ASMR. You are completely correct.
That is true.
No play.
I can still hear his happy little trees. A dab of blue for these happy little trees right over the lake. What? Okay. Okay, dog's going crazy.
Yeah, we're playing tug of war.
Really no idea.
Alright, Kennedy, stop.
He's like bulldozing his way through the entire room, swinging the duck that's already
It's a
torn
bunny.
to shreds. Well, you can't tell what it is anymore, so it could be whatever you want it to be.
This one might be mildly abstract.
Oh, okay.
CSI.
Ooh, I like one of those.
What's in the box?
A head.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah, all of these look good.
I
Draylen redeemed. Give me my really.
Hi, Dre.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you did
Got
get
one.
us. That was a good one.
I like that one.
Did I get it?
Channel.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
channel.
I got it.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't draw letters or numbers, so you had to be
Yeah.
abstract.
That's totally true.
That's why I put volume.
Yeah, but like every channel you watch, in like the lower right-hand corner, there's usually like a network logo. So I was hoping that's what
Oh, that's
somebody would get
true.
there.
That's
Station identification.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with something that's not too direct.
I finished the pink on this one.
Did you?
Those are some big hands.
That's where they
The
keep their
long
blood.
thumb. The thumb's
blood
almost
after
as
the-
long as the fingers.
That's where they keep their blood after they take their fingernails off.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Horrible.
since we're going for
Well,
the horror theme today.
well, you know what they say about big hands, right?
No,
You
what?
need a lot of nail polish.
Big gloves.
That's all. There you go.
It's
like
definitely
laser
laser fingers.
Laser
almost
fingers,
voted
that's a
for
good
that.
one.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it might have been that. Got me, Panic.
Somebody pick mine.
Yeah?
Whoa.
Whoa! What is going on here?
Karen.
Karen!
Wait,
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Meeple Grande After Dark.
Exactly. There's some alien stuff going on here.
No.
Covers
Excuse
eyes.
me, Mr. Duo, what am I looking at?
Should
You're
you
not
be
allowed
able
to
to see
say
this?
that.
Next floor, the gutter, ladies' lingerie, men's prophylactic.
Is this kid appropriate, Mr. Duo?
No, you should definitely leave the chat. This isn't Misty appropriate. I have to leave.
That's definitely one of those sand-filled basketball goals, right?
There is something
Exactly what
I
it
really
is.
wish I had done differently.
It looked like he's
Looks
looking
like-
down, so focused on what he's doing.
And
Dre
he's
says
smiling.
it looks like someone ate
Yeah,
paint
I
brushes.
Yeah, like this.
Yes, it says
Oh
painting
my
by
goodness.
Karen.
Part of my picture is missing. Have you guys had that happen to any of your pictures?
No.
It's not an important part. Okay, because I did not submit, so submit it. So
Looks like he submitted.
yeah.
He's either sitting cross-legged or he's wearing a kilt.
Dre said you used to be so wholesome, Karen. What happened?
She plays
Misty,
with
what
us.
happened? We all know this.
Yeah,
Yeah, she hangs out with people like us.
yeah.
Yeah.
We broke Karen.
Corruption.
Pretended to be wholesome.
Pretend.
Oh wow.
I forgot to do something earlier. It's a little late now.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen anybody blow bubbles that way.
No. I
That's
haven't
talent. If you have a prehensile thing,
Oh,
wow.
I got 3
Congratulations.
of them. Okay.
Yeah, I should have put it near the mouth. I don't know what I was thinking. But you guys eventually got to the bubbles though.
Karen, you knew exactly what you were thinking.
Karen.
Yeah.
I meant to point to a bubble, an arrow.
Damn.
Alright, so is
I
this
wanted
the
an
last
arrow.
round?
This is our third drawing, so yeah.
Yeah, so this is the last round, so make it as crazy as possible. That's exactly what I'm gonna
Okay.
do. With the minute that I have.
Oopsie.
I wish I could draw a straight line.
I wish I could draw.
Yeah, I'm aiming low. Straight line first.
Just, really? I think that's
I can't stop laughing.
All I could think of is Mr. Drew.
No,
Yeah.
this picture I'm drawing is just so stupid. Oh, I got 20 seconds I have to finish.
Oh god,
Yeah,
no.
I'm glad I finally got an easy one.
Mm.
that line is not supposed to be there.
I ran out of
Can
time.
I?
I don't know what didn't appear.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Did you
Thank you,
finish
Miss
yours?
Misty. It looks just like me.
Oh, I'm gonna have to screenshot this,
Wow.
and this will be the
I got
image.
I got nothing on this one.
No.
Wow.
One of them evil gingers.
Aren't they all evil?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I mean, women in general.
When in general, draw Misty.
Ah, wow. That's a
Oh,
lot
I like
of
that one.
stuff.
I like that one.
That's a lot of stuff.
There's several really good ones here.
Rapunzel.
Okay. Ah, you got me.
Got me
Nobody
too.
took that one.
No,
Keep an
I like
open.
that one.
Yeah, I like that one. I wish I could vote for the ones that I like and give them points.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Yay, I
Oh
got
my god,
Oh, yeah.
girlfriend. Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
You should have drawn the zombie from from Ink and Gold.
oh,
What in
that
the
would have been perfect.
actual
Everybody would have gotten
hell?
that.
all praise our mole king.
Oh.
Oh, maybe that is what that is.
That's what I see. I don't know. But it's the pointing at the other thing, huh?
Pointed at something.
Yeah, I was running out of time at the end. I should have put the arrow first, but
Cosmos guessing molehill or molehole.
that's what Cosmo's guessing? Okay.
Kennedy. No.
Oh, Mountains of Madness.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love it so much. I just
Groundhog
oh my gosh.
Cultist.
Groundhog
nice.
Cultist. That's so great. Oh.
Oh, nobody picked that one.
Oh, but that was great.
Truly is something that just really makes this game. People come up with creative
At
titles.
least one picked by Mountains of Madness.
Okay.
Careful, baby.
That's my favorite Arkham Horror game.
That was cool.
Yeah, I wish we could play that over the internet, but I have not thought of a way to do it.
Oh, the crazy Mountains of Madness game.
It would be hard.
It really would be. 'Cause there's
I was
hidden-
thinking about how to do it too, and there's just so much you have to be in the same room for.
And there's
And it's a
time
speed-
involved.
Yeah, it's a speed
True.
game
Yep.
I've always wanted to play that one.
and a memory game,
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be no way to do it unless
sanity game.
unless
Yeah.
it was
I have none of
implemented.
those. I have no speed. And
We
no
could do the
sanity.
insanity.
Mm-hmm.
We do that every
That's
day.
okay. Yeah. That's every
Yeah.
Friday.
If there was a way to get rid of the timer, or I don't know, in some way to get rid of the timer, then we can have one person just to be like the person, doing the game, doing what we need to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's a real shame that we can't do it because it would be so hilarious to get that up and have us playing it.
Yep.
That lion does look like it's got a leg cocked up, so.
I mean, Panic would get the one thing
I mean-
about peeing lions.
It could be like the end move for a pole dancing lion, but I don't know.
It's the crescendo.
It's a strip club on Halloween. She's
Could
dressed
be a
as
bear on the
lion.
train tracks.
Aw.
Where's the county jail on Halloween?
Could be Kennedy outside in a fence. Oh no, Mommy would never put you outside.
No, he's not barking at everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, Mommy just loves you. I'd never put you outside.
But he loves being outside, just not alone.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'll take him outside.
Like we have a
We'll go
giant.
on hikes and
we don't have
stuff.
a giant deck, but we have a pretty large deck outside in the back. And last time I was mowing the lawn, kind of sat up there and just hung out. So
Yeah.
Oh.
He's playing on doing
Ah.
tomorrow.
Oh,
I think-
Gazoo? Really?
It's that
It should have been
specific?
combined.
Yeah.
Man, I bet it doesn't. I know.
I voted to combine it, but nobody voted.
Yeah, I did too. but yeah. Maybe you can't. Can you combine the clue with? I wonder if that's a restriction.
Wow. Okay. Not much.
Okay then. Yeah, this is. Yay!
I should have put Gudetama.
Oh,
That
that
would've
would have been
been fun.
great.
I got that right here in front of me.
I like that game. I'm not great at it, but
I do too. I don't have anyone to play it with. My mom's played it with me.
I
Actually,
ran
but
out of time, but
I'd
it
like to
does
play it
have
with more.
everything I drew on here.
You
Okay.
sure love that pink color.
Love that pink.
Ooh,
I like those legs.
Those are some thick legs.
got some flared bottoms there. Looking good. Wow, what is this?
I have no clue what this is.
Me either.
Okay. Yeah, I have a bad habit in this game to type in exactly what I see and not try to steer people to vote for my stuff. So.
Yeah.
Story time, Mr. Drew. Oh,
Never going
sentient
away.
produce. You know what? I think this is the last image, so I'm just gonna go ahead and vote for it.
Nobody likes sentient produce?
uh,
Oh, Karen got me.
I got you.
There we go.
I'll take it.
It's bye.
Ah!
Oh, panic! I gotcha.
Got it.
I saw
was
sushi on
it?
the table.
Waitress.
Waitress.
Oh,
Oh,
I see
okay.
it now.
Yep. Oh,
Ooh.
Slender Man.
Yeah.
Huh. Cosima liked sentient produce.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you want,
What do you want,
Kennedy?
baby?
Pretty good.
You already went outside. What do you want?
Attention.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you chill out, dude.
Come. Thank you. Sit.
I'm afraid one day he's gonna hit his tail so hard on the table that it's gonna like spring.
Oh yeah.
Bones
Yeah, my brother's
John?
dog sprained
Oh.
her tail. Did you say Bones John?
No, that's what's on the as an option.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Is it burglar or burglar?
Oh.
I
The
don't know.
question.
One steals cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Hamburglar. Yeah. Oh,
Beep, beep, beep.
yum, yum, yum.
Uh,
For
Yep.
hamburger.
nobody
Yeah,
voted for Bones John.
Ah,
Nobody voted. I thought Mummy was a good one.
yeah. A
Mm,
couple of you.
That's just criminal.
Exactly.
Phantom Mom.
Ooh, I
Ooh.
won.
Oh, yay! I didn't lose.
Yay, I did.
I did.
You won
Ooh,
last
I'm a regular
place.
player. Okay, this game would be so much better if the original clue was not part of the answers during the voting. And you only got
Yeah.
extra points if somebody guessed what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
it's a
that.
good
Because
game.
a lot of times everybody guesses, and it's so obvious what the actual
Yeah.
clue was
Mm-hmm.
that it takes away from the fun of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
so y'all, this was fun. I need to get going.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
run. I'm like 30 minutes late.
Oh no!
Oh,
We
Later,
didn't mean to
everybody.
make you guys late.
Bye.
Yeah, Bantam.
Bye.
Thank you, and
Bye-bye,
good
Mr.
night.
Drew.
Good night.
It's past your bedtime, child. Go to
Past
sleep.
your bedtime.
Exactly. Trouble.
All right. I think we should probably end the stream the way we always do. What you want to do? Ink and Gold, or what? What are you looking up? Agricola.
I wasn't. It was on the startup screen. I did
we
the
ain't got
other
time
game
for
through
that.
my phone.
Okay, time for that.
I got no time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I have no other plans until 9 o'clock.
What's at 9? Oh,
Panic
besides.
Stream?
Well, I was
We talked
saying,
about it 2 hours
We're
ago.
watching a movie.
I was
Okay.
saying besides that.
That's
Popcorn.
all.
Okay. Hey, we don't
Oh, I
even
don't
have
have
popcorn, do
popcorn.
We don't have a microwave.
Darn.
we? You don't need a microwave to do popcorn. They've
We
got
don't
those.
have popcorn. then.
They've got those little pan ones where
Oh,
you put
yeah.
them over the burner and
Mhm.
it's magical.
I will burn it.
You can't burn it.
I
There's
would
no
too.
possible
Oh my
way to
gosh.
burn it. I used to make it when I was a kid. Okay, and back then they used like real heavy foil, but still, the trick is you don't keep the heating element touching the pan itself.
Mm.
You have to sort of swish it around
I've never made it that way.
in a
Yeah.
It's
circle.
so long since I've made it that way.
In a
Wouldn't even
circle.
remember.
I mean, that makes
Is
sense.
that a kitty? Is that your
Yeah.
kitty? Gamenight?
Most
Yeah,
people
somewhere.
keep it on top of the
Aw.
heating element, and that's when it causes
love
it
your
to
kitty.
burn.
Oh, okay.
I've already set off the fire alarm in
Yes.
the house once.
You
Don't
did.
squawk at me. Just get in the chair.
Remember the first week you actually
Up, up.
stayed with me? You nearly smoked us out of the kitchen.
Where? Here?
No, not here.
The other place, yes.
Yeah, in the old place.
Yeah.
You turned the oven on. There was a
In the
pan in
chair.
the oven with one of those pizza cutters with a rubber handle.
Yeah, I cooked a pizza cutter.
Yeah, and
Nice.
black smoke started coming out of the
Yes.
stove, and I was just like,
Yes, you want to scooch on over so we can see your head?
There you are.
Aww.
Oh,
I love cats so
he's
much.
so
even though I'm
talkative. I
allergic.
love it.
I can like pet it through the screen.
He's a
Yeah.
talker, that's for sure.
I love cats.
well, we have like 3 or 4 cats that are outside.
They're not mine. Does anybody else want to join in? Kozma, I know that you're in chat. Dre, you're in chat. I don't know who else is still here. But this will be our last game if you guys want to join.
Yeah, this is our last game for the night.
Mhm.
Cosmo's still working.
Okay.
Excellent.
Work.
Okay.
Working and lurking. Let's
That's
go.
fine.
I hope that we have been a decent source of entertainment for you while you work, and for anyone else listening out there. We try our best.
Yes.
Some of the stuff that comes out of our mouths is just ridiculous. But I mean,
I
that's
try
what
not to
makes
think
us-
about it.
Just don't think, just talk.
That's what
You
makes
know.
us us,
Yeah.
you know. That's what makes us different from the other
I
streamers.
left the
that are
timer on, so
wargaming.
you're not allowed to talk during this game.
What?
I forgot to turn it off.
Got to turn it off.
Yep.
Oh,
You got a 2-minute timer between turns. You got 2 minutes to talk before
Yeah,
you
you have 2
to.
minutes to decide what you're gonna do, which is more than enough time for most people. But for me, it's not.
No. I guess stop in the Incan Empire. and
Ah,
talk to
these
your girlfriend.
snakes.
So snakes.
Okay, we got one at least. See it.
I wish I still owned a snake. It would be really fun to get that new game Snakes and get together with some friends and play it.
Yeah.
and have my snake out.
Oh man.
And then you
She
get
was
to
a
throw it
very
at people
long
when they
snake.
draw a snake.
She was 3 foot long,
Mm.
and she was big, and she was sweet. She would tell you when she wanted out of her cage for attention.
Oh, Panic left. Someone else had to leave.
I
Okay,
did
yeah.
too.
Too much money on the table.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're still sitting at a measly. Well, I'm not gonna say what we've got. Hey, let's share some.
That
money.
was good. Yeah.
All right. Oh.
Yo, lady.
Oh, there she is.
All right. Well, there's 4 out of the 5 that are out.
I'm out. Every time
you're-
she shows up, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Gotta be kidding.
She's like, I
There's no
brought
way I
you
can make up for
presents.
that.
I brought you some gifts. Y'all like them shiny little things, right?
One of her teeth falls out as she's talking.
You know what? I'm gonna return because that was just a
I
gift.
assume so.
Yeah.
That was
good.
That was a gift from the Exy.
Oh, there's another snake. Okay. Be nice
No,
to us.
I gotta say
Don't
it.
bite us.
Oh, snakes and spiders. This is great.
We're fierce.
Yeah. This is a scary temple. That snake has fangs.
Mm. Ah,
Simple
and fire.
Oh, so much crap going on here.
Flaming
We
snakes
supposedly have
throwing
water
spiders.
moccasins in the lake behind our house, but I've never seen one.
Ooh,
What do they look? What do water moccasins look like? Do y'all know?
I haven't seen one. And
I
an old lady.
I used to have them when I lived on the
Yeah.
farm.
Virginia.
Wild
had them.
snakes scare me.
Virginia had a lot of them.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't know about South Carolina is I don't know what's here, but apparently there
Oh,
are scorpions.
right.
I grew up in Virginia, so I know what was there.
I don't like scorpions.
Michigan only has one poisonous snake.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it you?
No.
Wow.
Dang, bird.
That was rude. Everybody staying in.
Said one. There's only one panic.
That was rude.
No.
There's a few more of us out around.
There's a few panics.
Yeah, there's a few.
Ooh, everybody's staying in for this one. Scorpions, copperheads, rattlesnakes, and so on.
Oh. Okay.
Enjoyed that.
Rattlesnakes. Interesting.
We have the Masaki Rattler.
Oh, you have a rattlesnake up there?
Yeah, it's up north though. It's not really around here.
Ooh. Okay, so who's left in here? We got. Okay, I'm sure one of you two are gonna leave.
You think so?
Oh, both of you left.
I was like, bye.
Alright, I'm
There
sick
it
and
is.
tired of these mother effing snakes.
Thanks. The board game.
Stop promoting your board game.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for 2023.
Ooh.
Hey, baby. It's my good boy.
You know, we have.
Are you
What
kidding
kind
me?
of garbage is that?
What is that about? Oh
Lady.
my gosh.
Oh, lady, showing up.
But we found a scorpion once in our mailbox here in Texas, but I never saw one. Well, the only other time
Wow.
I've seen one in Texas was when I was camping and I almost rolled onto one.
Isn't that what
But
Texas
I never
is
saw
like
them in my house.
famous for? Is like the heat and scorpions?
I don't know.
Like that's all that's
Yeah.
over there?
And I've only seen 2. I've seen rattlesnake skin before. I've heard of rattlesnake, but
And that random tumbleweed that floats
Yeah.
across the...
yes, yes. I went to school in Lubbock, and we had quite a
Timber
few.
rattlesnakes are
You saw
here.
those often.
Oh.
Let's see what that looks like.
Do you remember that snake that
You
we
have a lot
saw
of stuff.
at Natural Bridge on the path? That was just kind of sunning himself on the rock?
Sunbathing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? getting some heat.
All right, come on. There's a
Did
lot
it
of
get scared
gyms
at
out
all when you
here.
walked by, or did it just
Well,
stay
it was
where
too far away. The river.
So it wasn't worried about you.
Yeah, the river was down below, and the path is up high. So
Okay.
it was far enough away not to give a crap about us.
Yeah.
There are some parts of that river that you can go into and just kind of just walk through, which is great.
That's really neat.
Oh my jeez, really? Somebody gonna get this.
Oh boy.
I've been... Panic is the only one that decided to leave on that one.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that was worth it. Oh man.
I really want to stick around for that 14. Snake, I'm telling you.
They're really
play with
messing
me.
with us.
No, the spiders. The next card has to be something good. It can't be.
Yeah, I was hoping for more than that.
Might as well go all in.
Ah,
Oh man, everyone's staying in for this one. I hate to say it, but I gotta go back.
Yep, I left on that one too.
yeah, there's too much bad stuff out there.
Oh,
There it is.
man, I'm glad I
See,
did.
that's-
I almost stayed.
Alright. One more go.
Yep.
But yeah, so there are a lot of places around here that are great for hiking. I've only been to one place apparently, which is pretty far. It's about an hour and a half away. It's quite a hike down to the waterfall that's there.
Oh my goodness, there's a waterfall. You had me at
There's
waterfall.
actually-
I wouldn't want to go.
There's actually
that.
there's actually two. There's a higher falls and then there's a lower falls. The higher falls is apparently a hike and a half. It is for the hardcore hikers, which I don't consider myself one of those.
How far in is?
I'd like to at least try one time to go on a real rugged hike, but I don't see myself making it very far.
That's when you turn around and go back. But until you try, you don't know.
Yeah.
You like outside.
But this waterfall area is covered in rocks, so you pretty much have to jump from rock to rock to get to
My goodness.
to get to the front of the waterfall. I wasn't having it that day, so I kind of stayed at the bottom, which is fine because you're still in front of the waterfall.
Well, you had worked since 3 a.m. and then you went for an hour and a half drive with your friend and then hiked for 4 hours and then an hour and a half back and then you had to go to sleep for work the next day.
I was already tired from work, so my dexterity and balance was really at a low point at that
That wouldn't have been
time.
a good time to do that. Yeah.
And I didn't
When
want
my
to jump...
girls went to South Dakota, they did a hike where they had to shimmy up a crevice.
Ooh.
But I think that's the biggest
Guilty stupid snakes!
I've never done that before, and I've never done any hike where I had to jump over rocks either. But sounds neat. When I come visit, I want to go see that waterfall.
The waterfall is pretty easy to get to. Like I said, the hike is downhill to the waterfall. The hike back up is the issue. It is very steep.
That's
Got
the
a pretty
hard
good
part.
ELO on this game. I think.
Yeah, we play it a lot.
Alright.
You get ELO for the most part as long as you just don't lose.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so that is it for the day. I hope you guys had lots of fun playing these games. We're trying to get new games to BGA to the screen so that way you guys can play and you know, find these games, and if you happen to like them, you can play them. You can thank us for showing them to you. You don't have to. That was just a joke. Don't yell at me for it. But yeah, so if there's any games out there that you guys recommend for, you know, a player count of 4 or more, you just shoot us a message. Let us know what you found. Or if there's a game that's a 4-player game that's really awesome on BGA, let us know. I know Laura's constantly on BGA doing her thing, playing games. Oh, throwing out the Slither. We did watch that movie. It was pretty good. But yeah, we love trying out new stuff, and our Fridays are
always
normally,
adding such good games.
Yeah, our Fridays are normally just BGA and just random discussions about random stuff. So anybody who's listening, thank you. Anybody who played, thank you guys so much. We love doing it. We love having you guys with us. And
It was fun.
yeah.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to do anything else on a Friday night besides playing with you guys, because
This is such a great way to end the week.
it is. It is.
I look forward to it every week.
You get to release all that stress and just sit around and talk about dumb stuff and play games.
And draw.
And
A
draw.
bowl.
And
Cool.
draw.
Yeah.
Yes.
And play with our pets and stuff.
No,
Alright, so-
Michaela to play a game on BGA with me because they added, what's it called? Spot It.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
one
know
of
what
her
that
favorite
is.
games. She's too fast, but you have to. You look to see if your card has any images that match the card in the center. Every card is going to match every other card, but you have to find you have to click on the exact object that matches. So
You
she's
know
so
that-
fast.
I wouldn't mind
Right.
if like they had like that game Cubitos on there.
Yeah,
fun
I would like to
game.
see
I
that.
haven't played that one. Is that?
I played it with Time
I haven't
Roller
played
Yeah, I was
on
gonna
his
say I've
stream.
watched somebody
Okay.
play it.
That's a really
Oh.
fun game.
I have that one.
Yeah.
Haven't played it yet
It's
though.
It's a good game to play on stream too.
Yeah.
It plays very well on stream. There's not
Okay.
really much hidden information.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some of the cards you kind of have to see what they are and understand what they do, but it's really not hard. You know, if you can understand a game like Clank or Feast for Odin, you know, with the cards that do things, you can understand Cubitos. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying it right. Cubito.
I think so.
Cubito. Cubito.
Beats.
Well, I mean, with that, let's go ahead and end the stream. Let's go raid.
Wagon is on.
Tailwagon is on?
Yeah. Sandproof is also on. Kennedy is also on the table. Kennedy.
What are they playing? What?
Tailwagon?
Yeah.
I Love Cat Remote Edition Play Along.
Ooh, we have not done
Sandproof
that
is
yet.
Doing, magic stuff.
Do you know what
let's
you guys
go
are playing
see.
with them on Sunday?
Yes.
We're doing BGA stuff.
We are doing
okay.
a double date game night on
We
BGA.
did that when we were in Virginia,
Yeah.
and they were on our channel, so we're gonna do it on their channel on Sunday.
Yep, we will post
Nice.
about that in our Facebook and Instagram, I believe. Do something.
Probably more in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go see Tailwagon Games. Let's hope
Yeah.
that I can spell their name right, because last time did not go so well.
Somebody
But
doesn't
I
know
did
each other's
give
names.
Panic a redemption raid though. So
Forgot my name.
I know.
I forgot one word in your name. Anyone could do that.
Let me guess. Was it the?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Guaranteed.
You gotta
Lee.
change it again, Panic, so like nobody knows it again. And then
I was looking at it if I could get Panic King, but it's taken.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I love it.
You should message the Panic King
But
and
that's
say, "Hey,
Panic.
change your name for me, please."
Like, this is copyright.
Because
I got the crown and everything.
Real Panic King.
Exactly. You're a faux king, Panic King.
We'll all message him.
Yeah, we'll all just mass message him.
That's all I ask. Yeah, just
Change
harass
your
somebody
name.
on the internet.
You imposter. I know the real Panic King.
How dare you?
Come here, baby.
All right, let's go see Telewagon Games, and if you guys want to play, I'm sure they have a sheet up there for you. So let's
Yeah,
go hang out
Isle
with
of
them.
Cats remote edition. I've streamed that once.
Yeah, we have not tried the remote edition yet.
Yeah.
But we will one day. It's a great game. It's really good.
Come
And
here,
this
baby.
dog will not stop
You have
licking
to
me.
own
He's
the.
moving me.
Kennedy, come. For
You have
Daggett
to own the
Snack.
original. To do the one I did. To do the very-
You're a good boy.
Well,
Gotta do this.
let's head on over. Let's go see what they're doing. So until Monday, guys, good night and thank you again. Meet us at Panics for movie night tonight, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watching scary.
Yeah.
Scary movies. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.